Yo, 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 yo. I gotta mute that till it comes back. We're gonna play a little bit of Apex Legends. Let me see, what does it sound like there? Is my microphone okay? Hey, yeah, my microphone's fine. Fuck it. They can hear me. Maybe I should take some of that down, back it off, and add it again.
Introducing your champion. You know what I look like. Come find me.
I'm the jump master. AJ leading the way.
Here, pals. Plotting a landing's one of my specialities. We're Jumpmaster Newty, just like old times. We do this for science!
An enemy land near me. Watch yourself.
Oh, we're fucked, bro.
Taking damage.
Recharging my shields.
First blood. Good thing it's not us.
Beginning ring countdown. Rejuvenating.
We're all inside the ring. Good.
The first day everyone said, I mean, I didn't even know these people, and the first day they were like, that's the girl who didn't take a shower.
Let's explore this way.
Under you?
And, I mean, that would be like a long time not taking a shower. I think a lot of us probably must have and something's wrong inside the home, and
Me and Pool get on top of it.
Listen up. Shut up.
Maybe in another time or space you killed me, but not this one.
First thing that people expect from me to clean and for look time. So that's the first thing that they're going against.
like after my parents kind of separating, I was just like, I don't know what to do with it. For me, I didn't know notice it. Amber noticed it a little bit more before we actually had the big fight conversation or whatever. But it was such a shock to me that I kind of freaked out. Like, thought, fine. I don't care. I mean, I was not really separated, but I was like, I'm not gonna do anything for anybody anymore. I mean, I'm not gonna look good for anybody. I mean, what's this? That it started getting clear in my mind. I mean, I can be wherever I want to be. I don't have to dress for anyone. I don't have to look for anyone. I don't have to do anything for anyone. I can just be myself. It's basically about trying to thinking about how women are shaped in society. It's meaning and all. It's an example to me of that sort of because look at it, it's like almost like stuff like, oh, I have a right to be mad, I have a right to be sad, I have a right to be disgusted. You don't have a right to tell me to shut up, so don't even try. Like, what is that? Like, what is that supposed to be like? I'm a calm all time, I'm a woman, and I know how to fight people. Oh my god, I know. I haven't seen it either. I haven't seen it, so let him see it. Look at it, isn't it like ridiculous? Wow. You don't have to write it down me. Now I realize you killed yourself. You're a plastic surgery. Bleaching beautiful hair. Perfect figure. I thought nobody could be as beautiful as you. Go ahead. Cover up yourself. Your true beauty. Go ahead. Throw yourself away. I wish I never fell for you. Doll parts? For your doll parts. Women, like nothing new. And it's like, it's nothing new. My God, the person is all. I know.
I said I think it's brilliant. It's absolutely wonderful. It's just critique of the world. Because I think the capitalism is the most single voice in the world. That's a perfect statement right there.
That is so ridiculous. I'm not a person to judge what's right and what's wrong in life, but this is really like dark and nightmarish. Like this is something you dream about and then wake up the next morning and want to kill yourself. There's no reason to suspect it because they don't think anything. This is all like the reason why people put so much negative energy towards us to make themselves feel fine. Totally believe that. But a lot of people, if they're popular or not popular, it doesn't matter. The reason why
My number one fan's watching, so you know I'll be fantabulistic.
I got your back. Remember me tell you.
You know, by changing somebody else to make yourself different. So
AKA Kylie, Valk, and
That ghost of Viper.
Right now, I thought they were quiet. I thought they were like this. I thought they were more quiet like that. But I guess deeper inside of all
This
we
is
see
your
them as
champion.
darker people now. I see them more as that hate everybody. Yes, they set, but they never happy. They're always like,
I'm the jump master.
sometimes you have to look at something that, I mean, my life felt, I mean, we felt that. Okay, well,
Maybe we land here. Or maybe we don't. I'm fine with whatever. Just a thought, we could land here.
the people trying to make fun of us, it's also because they think that what's called
This might be a good place to land, but what do I know?
we've gone. They're pretty content.
3
Maybe
down
we
and
land
marked.
here.
Let's
Or
land
maybe
over
we
there.
don't. I'm fine with whatever.
Affirmative.
Looky here. I've mastered the jump. Follow the leader. Not running away, just exploring out there.
Yikes, first blood. Imagine crashing and burning on takeoff.
They want to see it, you know, mad. It's kind of creating a
Our ring's closing in
and
one.
they can watch it. They're coming straight run again, and it's kind of a show. It's
Extended energy mag here. Level 3.
it really doesn't bother me because they're trying to get something out of it.
Ring's far and closing in 45. Probably gonna have to run.
Oh. So it's like,
Flatline here.
I mean, myself, like, thank you. Thanks for your opinion. And then walk off. No, they're not.
I've heard people say that you're too young to really know what you're talking
Target's right in
about.
front of me.
When you talk
Got
about
one spotted. Heads up, got one here.
And we have really one of our friends who has
Ring's moving.
So I think that we're closer to knowing what the hell we're talking about than any other, than like an older adult. Or that is the meanest thing is that we don't know what we're talking about. Of course we know. I mean, I know a lot of people that have been raped. I know a lot of people that have been sexually molested. I've been molested, and it's
Under
like,
fire. Help, I'm down.
to say
Firing.
something like that is totally
Look out, grenade.
Attention.
Anyone can
Bogey
feel
here.
that way. However,
Getting shot at.
how doesn't matter how old.
Bandit here.
Using the decoy escape. I think this place needs a little more.
Bogey in my crosshairs.
I'm down. There's one right here.
Let's go here.
Kicks like a mule, but hits even harder.
Oh, so cute. We have 2 American red foxes. Yeah, he's gray, because he was bred for the pet trade. Oh no. So, people breed them like lots of different colors. So it's like spotted and gray and silver and whatever. He came to us because he was confiscated from the illegal pet trade in California. So, you don't want foxes as pet either, Chatters. You hear that? Yeah. Oh, we can go inside? Yeah. Oh my god, really? Close that he's one. So like, fast. Sorry. Cool. Eddie.
They don't talk to the pets. It's really bad for them to be inside a house when they're meant to be outside. They're wild animals.
Smelling me and nervous. You smell it? Yeah, he was like duking himself out.
Swanky.
That is so cute. Oh, they're just like a little dog.
Oh, his wet nose. I love it.
I really like wet dog noses.
He's so fast. Yeah, he doesn't look being touched. It looks like I get it. Like I want to get too.
Yeah. Oh, so pretty.
Finn came from the illegal pet trading complex. Reed was born in the wild in California. Was raised by people though, because he was orphaned as a baby.
Oh, it's so pretty. Like his legs are ombre.
If you can give Reed this.
Okay.
So I would go like squat down and see if watch. He's much more soft.
It's about time for a nap, sis.
Oh, we got this. We got this.
I've got what you need, if you can afford it. This one's for my mom. This is your champion.
I don't relish the title. I relish the kill.
Gibraltar's the jump master. You're in good hands, fam.
It's simple, really. I'm just better than you.
As Jump Master, I promise to find us a good place to kill everyone. Eyes on the prize. Let's go there.
Yeah. Hey, did you get one? No. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Cities around here.
So, we're in the next ring. Haha! First blood. New kill leader. Heads up.
So cute. Yeah, he's real nervous. They don't
Up here.
dogs.
Skull piercer.
Expect them to be like, oh, I have a dog, like a fox, you know, just act like a dog, but it'll be cool as a fox. But the reality
I found a
is
little something extra.
completely different.
What's going with that box? What's going? Why do you always pull that box out?
Oh, I love it. I love the pet. So, you don't have to pet, and then also, don't wear fur, because, like, it's so cringe. They kill them. They kill them just to get fur out of them, and then that's it. Really sad. They also breed foxes.
They'll never shoot through these.
Hop up here. Hammer point.
But then they just, they live, like, really unhealthy lives. They're complicated, and then it's a lot of fur. So don't wear fur. Wait, you're so great!
Looks like we're in the next ring.
Welcome to the shop. I've got just the thing for you.
I love the way he runs. He's like trotting around. That's his roller.
You are coming home with me tonight.
Yeah, I hear people, Not ours.
Let's make this care package clean. Firing.
They're great foxes. Finn's face, though, you can even see looks so different from Reed. And ironically, he just looks more like a dog.
Grenade, move! Tucking a frag grenade. Grenade. Damn it. Frag, taking fire. Second an enemy. Charging shield. Charging my shield.
Under you. Under you.
Shatter the paint shield.
One shot right there, Scrappy.
Down one. Throwing some cover for my brothers.
I cracked an enemy shield. Reloading. Enemy down.
Clear.
Reloading.
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 Watch out. I'm opening the skies.
Back to mark.
Is there still one out there?
Yeah, somewhere.
Should be somewhere.
Reloading.
He does this guy's bullet. Hey, could you poop? Poop? You stink, dude.
Recharging
I
my
hope that's
shield.
a fart. Did you poo-poo? Poo-poo? Don't lie.
Hold on, I need to heal.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
What? Am I bad at this game?
What? No, dude, I'm talking to my daughter. I'm talking to my daughter. Baby.
You don't have a daughter.
Okay.
Recharging shields.
You got me, I'm lying. I mean, what?
Oh, shit.
I actually have 2 daughters.
Not anymore.
That's kind of gross.
Where's these people's teammate at?
I have no bullets. I hope we don't fight anybody.
What do you need?
Medium and light.
Let's do some shopping.
Oh yeah, open her up, bud.
New kill leader. Good. Standing collar will make him easier to spot. Nice choice. You've got good taste.
Yeah, the doctors were really good for and I like that. It felt really nice. I just like their mouth on my face a lot. That little mouth, yeah. And then I also like the sauce.
Who gave me that diaper? Who get diaper for what?
If you guys have the animals,
Hey, the champion just fell.
oh shit. Oh guys,
Go give me a diaper for what? Oh, your bedroom door closed?
all day long, you can just watch the animals and that. Oh my god, I've seen poke poop. Yes, yeah. I've seen it, I forgot.
Can you open this?
That you can watch the marmosets into their training section.
Her blue jeans look like they're just a big plump in her butt. And she's over here saying that she didn't poop.
Watch the live cams on there. It's a great second monitor.
That's a ball. I go get your diaper and light, dude.
Half the squads are down. There's a full field every minute. Long way to the next
I'm
ring.
about to lose
Lots
it.
of ground means
It
lots of treasure.
stinks, dude. I
New
can't
kill
smell
leader.
it no more.
Heads up.
Oh, shit.
Hey, replicator falling from the skies.
Scrappy, did you poo-poo in your pants?
Not today.
Not today, okay. Not yet, at least. You know,
Knock down
Hey,
two.
it's in the box, baby.
No, the gopher at her house, that's why.
It's in the box, baby.
Wolfen lock, take it for $250. Take it $250. Sorry, I didn't have a
Open up shop and shut him down.
How many of these do you get, dude?
They just keep recharging.
I got so many things
Mama's
to
got
take
a
one
brand
of.
new bag.
I can't hold
A
it.
minute till the ring closes, and it's a walk. A long walk to you.
Thank you.
Nice choice. You've got good taste.
Also intro, you're really good for intro, right?
What, baby?
Yeah, our intro is hard to Oh.
45 seconds until the ring closes. We've got a hike, and I'm in pumps. So let's
Got
go.
it.
Alright, see you on the next one.
Fight. Where's the diaper?
Also, they're not that good.
What you're
I wanted to ask
You
you
don't know?
a question. If you have
We're close.
one of the
30
animals,
seconds.
I'll come get it. It's okay.
I can't answer that.
Gage, after this, I'm gonna lay her down for a nap, okay?
Any animal
Yep.
in the world that has any of these. If you want to. Like, don't your head. You don't fucking
10 seconds, but the ring's near.
I'm gonna say, okay, hear me
Bigger
out.
backpack.
I'm gonna say scorpion because the way that they have sex is the male drops his sperm package.
Maybe that's not a diaper.
In progress.
The ring's
Start
closing.
picking up if you're not playing with some of these toys, please.
Enemy there.
Scorpion drop his spermatophore.
Oh, and then you just walk over it. Ooh, oh.
Way better than
Oh, that's true.
We got lucky. He was behind the rock.
Whoa.
Care package being delivered.
Kind of move up a little close
Care
towards
package
it.
coming in.
what? Okay, bye.
Taking a new angle.
I think they finished.
Finish.
Like, oh my god. Like, $28 for
Here in the building.
Crappy space.
Taking fire.
Oh, that's on top of the building.
Recharging my shields. Taking fire. Watch my back. I'm bleeding now.
Oh god, I'm dead. Oh my goodness.
basically that's a video I did 2
Hey!
years ago on
I'm out.
I'm using a Phoenix
Community
kit.
Baby?
And the point of me bringing up this tweet is to be like, oh
That
wow,
is garbage.
Giving my shields a recharge.
The point of this tweet is addressing these anti-capitalist ideas. They're trying to develop and foster an audience that resonates with these ideas. Makes
Like,
that
yeah,
with
can you-
negative associations from other
I
communities.
don't know, maybe.
She kind of
Taking
got
fire.
handling something like this, which I'm not saying gambling is good or bad. It can cause problems with people like SBC,
Recharging my shields.
Train wrecks in his community.
Gotta make it past this squad, dude.
I'm cracking enemy shield.
Good stuff.
Target down.
Held down.
Another one pushing.
I cracked enemy shield.
She's pushing. She's pushing. Scrap the other
Another
one.
squad reduction. I'm down.
Cracked an enemy shield.
Crappy just
Reloading.
Enemy
keep
right
his
there.
pants.
Right there.
Brothers, replicate
We had
him.
a
Incoming.
flank. Scrappy, you pooping your pants. You said you had poop today. You pooping all in them right
Ring
now, baby.
closes in a minute.
Under the bus to get ahead of stories. She'll ruin people's
I'm a
careers.
craft
She'll
shooter.
do whatever she needs to make sure she stays in the positive light possible. I feel like this is kind of lost time, but Pokemon
not,
almost
man.
entirely misrepresented her relationship with Bedlam.
45 until ring close.
I'm not a
It's
fan,
near.
and I don't know
Easy.
much about him, but I do remember that drama, and she completely
Gunner, Gunner.
they had. The fact that she was pretty obviously reading
Crap
lines,
my balls.
all of this to make sure that she
Looks like 30 seconds until close.
And then as the story goes, eventually his side gets leaked to Google Docs or some shit.
Right, you gotta make it a top 5 for my boy. He's in the promo.
Gotta heal. Taking a knee.
Make it a top 5.
Doesn't like them or has had beef with them in the past. Fucking ninja? Ninja? How do you beat a ninja?
Just 10 seconds.
That every time something bad happens to Pokemon, every time she gets in trouble, she will blame it on one thing and one thing only, and that is that she's a woman. That is
Lord have mercy.
just be soft.
Play.
Gotta heal. Taking a knee.
Use the pressure.
I thought we were doing the sideways friendly shuffle until he started shooting.
towards
What a douche.
better sourcing for ingredients. So
We
it's
should
a
go that
new
way.
Product. The vitamin D
Okay.
that she's adding, which is questionable at best. She's adding some sort of mushroom powder that's supposed to make it richer in vitamin D, and whether or not that's actually a good health increase, I don't even know. Like, it might be. And I think this would be the smartest thing, is had she said, listen, a large reason why this number is so big is because I want to open other businesses and I want to benefit our community even more. That would have been genius. And like, you don't even really need to show
It wouldn't have
results
been
or show
genius.
receipts
Jesus
to
Christ.
prove. All you need to prove is that you are opening up other businesses. Whether or not they're actually good for the community doesn't really matter, as long as you say that this business, the cookie business, a lot of the reason why it's so expensive is because I want to do other things too, and this is going to allow me to do that. Like, there's so many ways she could have come out and transparently explained to her audience why it's so expensive and why, you know what, some people can't afford it. Rather than saying, oh, you're broke, and just saying, I thought you were like the woman of the people. I thought you were the one that was saying capitalism is bad. I would expect someone with these views to be a little bit more, I don't know, cognizant of the financial situation that their fans might be in. Look, I'm not too familiar with the economic status of the United States, but I do know that Pokimane, who is a Moroccan Canadian, should be well aware that here in Canada, inflation is kind of fucking crazy. And so the idea that you are coming to market with such a crazy expensive product, marked up, mind you, because there is another product that is significantly cheaper. I don't know if they're still selling it or not, but it's clear, it's very clear that this product is, for what it is, overpriced. Her messaging is what really who she is, in fact, I would say, also needed because she has a precedent to follow. Or do you know, as a hypocrite. However, I have to say, and this is my defense, I'm wearing my defense of Pokimane is that content creators are notorious for marketing their products. You look at this sweater. This is a gilded sweater. It's a merch sweater, and I paid way too much for it. I think around 60 USD for this. It probably cost about, $10 max to get this made. $20 maybe for to get it made. And I spent way more than that. Triple probably what it cost to make one of these. I would say generally, as long as the markup is not insane, fans are willing to put up with markups because we want to support the creators, we want to rep their merch, we want other people to know that we like this person. I think that markups, reasonable ones at least, I think we're willing to put up with them. But I think Pokimane was the wrong person to attempt this. I think the most important things is she made it seem like it was her own recipe when it's quite clearly a white label that she purchased. And secondly, she didn't explain why the markup was so insane. Ultimately, a woman who I find is very business savvy, very cutthroat, and somebody who I wouldn't expect to make such a fucking rookie mistake, made a rookie mistake. She made a mistake that I really don't think is on her level. I think this is a mistake that you would see somebody, I don't even know. I don't know who would make this mistake, but it's hilarious that she's the one. But ladies and gents, that's it for today. I know usually I want to make it to the 8-minute mark, but to be honest, it's been a while since I've made a video, and if I'm being real, I'm kind of rusty. And if you guys were wondering what I've been up to since the last episode,
Let's bloody do
the
this.
reason why I stopped uploading videos is I had a pretty cool project with the homie.
Being stranded in space for a spell certainly brings out the fight in a lassie.
How it turned out, and then I proceeded to take an extra month for
It's
no
only
reason.
over when it's
Apologize
over.
for that. But I'm back. I'm here. I'm making videos. Yeah, that's basically it. That's the spiel. So let me.
This is your champion.
Oh, not that one.
I don't relish the title. I relish the kill.
Oh, that one's done, and then we're going to this one.
What was the USB?
Fair effort, mate. Next round's on me.
The USB card that was it did not kill any people, but it did kill a lot.
Reckon we crash land this puppy there.
So
We do this for science!
was the kernel team, the USB team together, and then like
Move there, Tank.
this movie of the ice protocol and things. And what was one of those
but it was loaded with like every USB device that they could get their hand on. So it had like it had a USB mouse, USB keyboard. In fact, we'll have like 3 USB mice, 4 USB keyboards, and USB type printer and USB everything. And it was all they were
Joker's shooting at me.
The battle happens quick. Be ready.
Looky here, lad. Broke that enemy shield.
Of course, a whole bunch
Reloading.
of USB hubs.
Took out a Joker.
Set to like
Cracked an enemy shield.
So I think at the time USB had a limit, the USB limit was 64 devices. So it's like, okay, let's go get 64 things and like put them on the card, plug them into. It's like, okay, we're gonna daisy chain hubs up to 3D. It was nicknamed the USB hub because it was just this hub loaded with
Reloading. Big up to us. I'm gonna need to carry more bandages round you. Oh, well done.
Brilliant, Kel. Just brilliant. And it was called, and the way you used the USB part of that was you walked up, well, you drove up,
Recharging me
drove
shield.
up to the office of the developer on the kernel team who was working on USB. He said, "Hi, do you have a test machine? Yeah? Can I plug something into it?"
Need a wee rejuvenation.
Warning.
And
progress.
Everything funnily.
I need help. Looky here, lads. We're inside the ring.
Test machine. The entire USB infrastructure would go crazy because it's like, oh my goodness, I see 64 new machines connected to your hubs underneath and all this other stuff. And depending on how you felt, if you were the person driving the cart, you might just like sit and wait for the entire USB system to settle down, and then like try typing on the keyboard, see if the keyboard
Recharging
works,
my
play
shield.
them out, see if the steering wheel works in the game. If you were feeling rude, what you would do is you would plug it in, watch the plug-and-play system enumerate the devices.
You hear that? There's a care package coming down.
Right in the middle. And then watch the USB system frantically recover from devices.
Lucky for you, I've got some extra supplies here.
And so
Extended
this
heavy
is the
mag
part
here.
of death because
Level 2.
the usual result of this was a blue
Got
screen.
us extended light mag here.
Because
Level
all
3.
this code was just like fresh out of the oven. And so this thing found like race conditions
Healing
and
up.
all sorts of
You'll be right.
unhandled air conditions, and you could just walk into a lab like USB.
I'm out of
testing lab,
energy
just have
ammo.
a whole row of machines and just use this one thing, USB card of death. Plug in, yank it in, count to 5, yank it. Move on to the next machine. Plug it in. Count to 7. Yank it. Move on to the next machine. Count to 7 again. Yank it. Oh, crash a different way. How about that?
Over here.
And so you could just have every morning an entire bank of machines that have all crashed, waiting for developers, ready for developers to come in and debug and figure out what went wrong, so that way it wouldn't crash next time. And it wouldn't crash next time the same way. They'd say, yes, we fixed that bug. Like, great. Let me do it. I yank it. Yes, congratulations. It crashed for a different reason. And eventually, the goal was to get it to one.
Come and get your birthday present.
Plug in the USB card of death. Unplug it anytime you want it, and everything was good.
I remember Crash doing the Chris Capicello was on stage with Bill, and they were doing a scanner, and it would
Level 2.
Yeah, that was I believe that was showing USB support in Windows 98.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and so that
it was the beta.
Gotta hop up
yeah,
here.
That
Hammer point.
the card of death. The card of death may have been inspired by it. Maybe. It was like, we want to make sure this doesn't happen again.
What is up, peeps? Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. A game out there that already exists. They might be adding something that another game does very well. That being Rainbow Six Siege. Are they adding a marketplace similar to Counter-Strike, or, as some people might now call it, CS2? I saw this thanks to Flickflops and other articles out there as a mimic of what CS is doing, and I really couldn't believe it. There's not too much information as of now as to what Rainbow Six Siege is going to do, but here's the boy Jinxie reacting to their trailer, or a little announcement of what is soon to be coming, the R6 Marketplace.
The Rainbow Six Siege team is looking for players to participate in the Siege Marketplace beta.
Whoa!
To tell us more
Whoa!
about what that is.
Whoa! What is the marketplace?
Here's business strategy director Mohammed bin.
What is the marketplace? Okay, I'm listening. I'm asking. Can you trade something? We are happy to announce that we'll be launching a marketplace. For over 8 years, we have released hundreds and thousands of skins on our list. This is a place where you'll be able to buy and sell skins in quick time. So we sell the skins that you don't want anymore, and to buy skins that you may not want.
Strongo over there. Lucky me. Firing.
This marketplace will be available on browser, PC. And yeah, Jinxie likes to yell a lot. Regardless of that, this did seem interesting, right? Like, if this actually is somehow another game out there mimicking the environment, or I should say the economy of CS, I love that. You guys know I love CS. I think one of the biggest reasons the game has succeeded for so long and will continue to do so for future generations is the coming back time and time again. And the traders and the collectors.
Free to fire means nothing when you miss all the time.
It's something that we see in CS that I don't know if we'll ever see in any other game. I reference MMOs a lot, but it's why RuneScape has never died. Because people have so much time and money invested into a game that still has value. It's just different, you know? But this I'm just not sure is going to be the same thing, but they're teasing it as such. Ubisoft adds Marketplace to Rainbow Six Siege. Players are able to sell their skins. If you ever wanted to sell your Rainbow Six Siege
Here comes a replicator.
With the arrival of the Operation Deep Freeze, that's going to be possible. In today's Operation Deep Freeze announcement, Ubisoft has announced the creation of a marketplace. There, players will be able to sell skins and trade them, here it is, for R6 credits. At the moment, Ubisoft has not shared much about R6's marketplace, but there will be players able to trade their skins for R6 credits. If you ever wanted a Glacier skin, but you've never had the chance to purchase it, this is your best shot. And that's quite literally like all we know for now. If there's more, our Discord is open if you guys want to share this. And it just seems so like broad that it almost feels too good to be true. Like it's probably not going to be anywhere close as some websites have portrayed it. If you can buy and sell skins for credits, then what can you do with those credits? I referenced something like Steam. I don't think this will be a thing, but who knows? Ubisoft Plus, if you can use those R6 credits outside of the R6 economy and buy other Ubisoft products like you can with Steam Cash after you sell your CS skins, that's a really cool idea. And at the very base of this, the fact that you can sell your R6 skins and get credits back to buy other skins or trade other skins, that is already a great plus. Like that is something that every game should have.
Reckon we should go here.
Conceited thoughts, like the fact that people are out there spending $5,000 on Valorant skins that they can't ever sell or get any different skins with is absurd. It is crazy. All of my League of Legends friends are crazy. They are insane. And that's why the game does so well. I got a homie who has spent $3,000 plus on League of Legends skins, and he can't do anything with them. In a game like CS, and maybe now ARC6, he can actually sell other skins that he still does like with the same amount of money. I understand how some games can operate.
The ring's closing, and we ain't in it. I suggest we move.
But the way it's transactions are really benefits them, and people are buying and selling skins constantly, which is why CS is their baby cow, or their cow that they just keep milking. This is getting kind of weird. So I really don't think it's going to be the R6 marketplace people want it to be, but I hope
Respawn beacon over there.
Third-party sites will then pop up where you get the IRL/real-world trading things, and then maybe other things come down the pipeline. Overall, it seems like a really good intention plus to the game, and we'll see how it works out and if this affects the CS economy at all. What do you guys think about this R6 marketplace? Will it be close to CS or further away? Who knows? Till next time, take care, drink water, coffee. See you back here soon.
Oh, hey guys, multi-streaming is officially a thing on Twitch. I wanted to answer some of the ones I get every single day and see if I can simplify some stuff. So let's talk about it. I want to talk about a new tool that makes multi-streaming much easier. Let's talk about whether or not you should multi-stream to your YouTube channel. And then let's talk about the big taboo right now, which is...
Third party.
Every aspect of the
Oh my god, fourth part is
Make sure that you will reach as many people as possible so you can grow your channel and make more money. I am personally a big fan of the suggested shorts. Look through your videos and pick which
Round 3. Beginning ring countdown.
It's so much easier to make daily shorts. So thank you TubeBuddy for sponsoring this video. Make sure you use code ALL40 at checkout before November 29th in order to get 40% off. Alright, first order of business here. Aiden Vertical is a massive new update. And if you're not already a full plugin user, it's a free plugin that I made with Aiden.
Replicator entering orbit.
But now it's turned into so much fun.
Enemy spotted. Over there. We should head this way. Closed door here.
And that's what we made it for. We've now made it super easy to expand another horizontal point. We've added all the common horizontal resolutions to make it easy to screen as and it was fun. So now, right and this is super cool, especially for people who want to restream to YouTube or maybe for example, I use my YouTube subscribers but if I want to stream to YouTube, you only get the high quality encoding if you're in 1440p. Okay, so now I can have 1080p HD recording. I have AV1 over on YouTube, and I can even have my YouTube alerts on one and my Twitch alerts on the other. Anyway, super cool. You can basically now do anything multi-streaming because of this update. So I'll put a link to the video below. 1,000 times. Blows my mind. Thank you guys for enjoying that free plugin. Please continue to do so. Next one. Streaming to YouTube. That's a big question that people are asking because they're afraid of hurting their YouTube channel by also just slapping up every stream on there. So let me make this simple for you. I'll tell you what some people should do, and I'll tell you what I am considering doing. The most important thing you need to ask yourself here is what content did your subscribers subscribe to you? If your video content is very similar to your live content, or maybe your video content is all taken from your live content, then it seems like the people who subscribe to your video content will probably also enjoy the live content. But if you're someone more like me who makes dedicated videos like this, and your audience is subscribed for these videos, and it didn't subscribe to 3-hour-long live streams, you might not get a great reception. I've spoken to a handful of YouTubers who normally stream to Twitch, and they immediately started multi-streaming to YouTube, and they started noticing that their live stream views immediately dropped off after the first couple. At the end of the day, that's just not what those subscribers ended up taking data right now to know if that from live streams also translated into a video performance. If I ever find that out, I will let you know. But for now, the best thing you can do is ask yourself, how well do you know your audience? Do you think the people who subscribe to your YouTube channel will also watch your live streams there? I don't think that's the case for me, and as of right now, I don't want to risk diluting the content on this channel. The videos I put so much effort into by just slapping a bunch of live streams, and not even live streams, but second-hand multi-stream live streams. So I plan on doing one or two things, or maybe a combination of both these things. I'll either be multi-streaming here when there is an event that I'm doing, like when I interviewed the CEO of Twitch a couple weeks ago. That live stream did really well. A total across all three platforms, we had about 2,500 average. The other thing I consider doing is
time to rise and shine, my capatid.
Core audience. The ones that are there, you guys know who you are. The ride or die, you watch every video. It doesn't matter if it's a terrible video. I never make terrible videos. Sometimes I do. But the ones that are
if there's dirty deeds need doing, I'll do it. Do it, shit.
I'm asking you guys to actually join the membership and pay $5 a month, but then making my streams
introducing your champion.
But those people who are clearly the core audience who really enjoy the content might watch it. And then because I'm multi-streaming, it will also be free on Facebook and Twitch also. I'm not trying to put my stream
I'm the jump master. AJ Shen leading the way.
Or also not shoving it to every single stream. But anyway, that's just the idea. I don't know if anyone's ever done that before, so I'll let you know how that goes. Let's talk about combined chat on Twitch. This was the move that got everyone
It'd be a good idea to hear you back.
In the actual chat, you can like a little forwarding box that just a terrible deal. You're not allowed to one chat into the
Get ready. Moving up.
don't like that.
Watch yourself.
Clancy, and I didn't actually see it until afterwards, but it turns out before the interview, he DM'd me and asked me how to do that. He did ask nicely, and then I responded, well, I do understand the reason for that. The obvious way to do that is to put it on screen, which I did during my interview with Dan Clancy, and I didn't actually see it until afterwards, but it turns out before the interview, he asked me how to do that. He did ask nicely. And then I responded and said no. He said, well, I do understand the reasoning that... If it's just an overlay on screen, Twitch can't allow it. Someone can be banned off the platform on Twitch and just go over the kick and insert their whatever they want to say into the Twitch content. They can break all of Twitch TOS because let's be real, kick out of TOS, and they're totally free over it. So Dan's explanation was, if we let streamers do this, they're going to have to ban the streamer who is allowing this TOS violation on their stream, and this is their way of avoiding having to ban hundreds of streamers for stuff that kick viewers. And while I do understand that, my response to Dan was that you need to give us an alternative. You can't just ban the most important aspect of multi-streaming and not give us an alternative. Properly combine chats into Twitch chat. I used combine chat in my last stream. I used a tool called Passion Project. Made that a couple dudes, little passion project, little free tool. It's basically Twitch stream. Apply to solve that problem. But at the end of the day, I've still been combining chat, putting it on screen, because right now it's the only option. I use Tactical Apps for that as well. It works pretty well. I like building off of the platform logo. So that you can color the name based on the platform. That way it makes it just a little bit harder for Twitch to prove that it was the platform logo on it. Instead, I can just color the names based on their platform. That way it makes it just a little bit harder for Twitch to prove that it was chat. And then also, if something goes wrong, I have screen deck button. It seems like the last rule where you weren't allowed to multi-stream, but not a single person ever got banned for it. I don't think this rule is actually going to be enforced unless there are really, really toxic nights. Like, I don't think you're going to get banned just for having the chat on stream. You're going to get banned if you're definitely toxic in that multi-stream. But that's just Harris Heller talking. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Right, and I'm really sorry. But realistically, I'm going to be doing this. So coming to the band probably, but I did do it yesterday on stream, and Dan Clancy was in my stream, and I did get banned. So, take what you want from that. Did we add a disclaimer, this is not legal advice? We need to put that in there? I don't want to be responsible. Anyway, I'm using the flight extension with my family, and I need this break. And I will thank you guys so much. I love you. I hope this video helps. Hope you enjoy your holiday. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. And add your opinion in the comments down below. If you don't have an opinion, please say the emoji. Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. Today, I'd like to go over a little bit of mainstream media attention that an issue I talked about in this channel 2 years ago got. On this channel, I've gone over a lot of issues with Apple products, particularly the issues that you tend to see with Apple products that you just don't see with other products.
Healing up, you'll be right.
my
call
name.
for my bad to fix it for you, I would understand. The problem I have is that you often have these issues with Apple products that don't exist in other brands, and when that happens, the user is the one that is screwed. And very often you'll hear people on forums fight and argue as if Tim Cook is going to give them stock for defending his behavior by saying, well,
Hemlock here.
if you couldn't afford the repair, don't buy
Light
it.
ammo here.
Or, you must have broken the device, or you should have paid more for AppleCare, or something like that, rather than actually hold the manufacturer accountable and responsible for producing a product that has this type of failure in a part of the world where we don't exactly have the best when it comes to warranty law. I went over that in this video, the horrible truth about Apple's repeated engineering failures. And 5 years later, I stand 100% behind every criticism in that video. Every criticism I've made in that video, for the most part, are criticisms that are valid and that you also will not see in many other makes and models of computer, even ones that are cheaper and have more standard ways of down. Apple is a company that very often has to push the limit, and I respect them for that. I respect them for saying that battery life on PCs was garbage 15 years ago. We're going to come up with a better way to make an efficient computer. I appreciate them for saying we are not going to ship $2,000 computers with a 1366 by 768 TN screen with garbage gamma, black levels, and color. It's just, we're not going to do that. We are going to ship every one of our machines, even the cheapest one.
Next ring's a bit of Tron.
Reloading. Taking shots here.
Serving him a knuckle sandwich. Step back, knuckle fucking water. Another bloody squad's attacking us. Shooting the frag.
When I'm criticized on sites like
Deploying me knuckle cluster. Juicing me shields.
is when they release something that they make a lot of money on. The end user, and that end user is left out around to dry. That's what I don't.
Base
This is
on
what I
it.
talked about in the video I did for you. Our best deploys in replacement
Gone now, say hello.
Throwing a thermite. Throwing a thermite.
winds up getting into the device and actually pressuring itself against it. So when it's able to move back and forth, once it is moved like this, once it closes, when you get a little piece of dust in there, it winds up scattering the cable and making a lot of issues. Now on this channel, I have a number of videos
Give me a sec.
issues with charging issues. We're actually fixing a cable at component level, whether it's a cable
Recharging me shields.
or a cable that's used for the display, or a cable that is used for signaling. We have often fixed flex cables at the component level on the
Healing.
channel. Many
I'll walk it
videos
off.
doing that. I haven't offered this as a repair yet because sometimes it can be very often difficult to find where all the breaks are, and it's just not something that I felt comfortable at this point in time.
In progress.
But other repair shops have taken it on.
Ring us in. We ain't in it.
That they're taking it on,
Hostile over there.
and that there are people doing the repairs. But more importantly, I'm happy to see it finally getting mainstream attention.
I think we should
because
go here.
This is something that happens with
Here's your birthday
$4,000
present.
Apple products that they will not tell anyone.
Deploying me knuckle cluster.
And I'm not saying that it's more easy to do the math. I'm not saying there's not a lot of things that they don't do better. I'm saying that you should expect that you don't have this issue with a $200 Chromebook.
Recharging
but you not
shields.
have this
Don't worry
issue
about me.
with a $4,000 Mac. Is that fair? Is it also fair to say that if they would cover you if you have this $4,000 Chromebook, then they cover you when you have this $4,000
Listen up, I'm
Mac?
getting shot at.
What does the Mac talk about like these inside the accountability and the
How's the old knuckle cluster? Launching me knuckle cluster. Right on long.
appears to arise from the screen flex kit, which connects the display to the main body of the laptop. At the hinge point between the screen and the keyboard, there's a debris then gets
Next ring's quite the trot. We better get a wriggle on.
Check out a demonstration of the fault in this.
Replicator on its way.
Flex cable lobby to show on the right show the little dot select that leads to these files. And this way, there's the Panasonic, there's iCorrect, the same issue impacts in 1999, 1851, 1839, 1838, units, but the latter being a worse effect.
You'll be back up before you can say ba 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 dinako.
These products are researching 2020 and because of the actual knowledge of all the components more designed to be susceptible to fault. Standing forms are approach about rather than not being vertical very small, huge corners. Panasonic is calling at least 4 effective matches. Recently developed in the last year. So Panasonic scientists have a common problem but the repair is easy. The difficulty with the damage that is connecting the back of the screen itself. To repair, you have to remove the screen from the outer shell without breaking it inside the reflection. There is a high risk of break, as I explained. Now, I've gone over how to take this type of screen out on this channel before. I have a couple of videos showing you how to do that. There's a couple of videos that have
Roll on out.
One of them
on your feet, mate.
Another one done by me. It's a particularly difficult job to do, and again, there is a very, very high chance of breaking.
We're gonna make one.
Here are the 2 videos. They are.
Bro, shut the fuck up. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? Zero damn.
And Milan's video over here is from 2014. These are very old videos, but they go over it. It's a very similar process when they started doing the screen. And further, there's another issue here that they don't talk about in the article. Not only is there a high issue with breaking the screen, but the other issue over here is that the screens are no longer available the same way they were before. Back in the day, if I wanted, and I talk about this in this video, the lower rungs in the economic ladder are gone, if I wanted to buy a screen to one of these devices, I could buy LP133 WP1 TJAs by the carton. I could buy 400 of these things at a time and get them for as low as $70 a piece, straight from an LG broker. These are grade A panels. They are identical to what is inside your MacBook. They look and function beautifully, and I know that they're good because they came from LG for $72 a piece. For the 11-inch, I can get a B116XW05B.0 from an AU Optronics broker for $38. If I wanted a Retina screen, I could find LT133 WP1 TJAs with 815 RZ Retina for as low as $85. These were great deals. Not only were they great deals, but they were first. They were really good manufacturers. So you were getting in your computer. The problem that we have now is not only are these parts not available, but the parts that are available are often garbage. They are the throwaway parts. They are the parts that didn't work. They are the parts that weren't good enough, that didn't pass inspection, that are used, cracked, brittle, or broken, and they want $150 to $350 a piece for these. So if you break that original screen in that customer's computer, you're fucked. You have to go out and buy a display assembly, which is going to cost you a lot of money, and very often those display assemblies are used, or they're, quote, new, using one of those garbage panels that was thrown away, they were selling as new, that they refurbished it with, which just never look as good as the original anymore. I don't use those. I completely stopped doing LCD-only repairs on these devices because I can't offer you the same level of quality that I could when I could actually buy that panel directly from an LG or AU Optronics broker, buy the pallet, and have them actually function and work well. So if you break that panel, there's all the work that's involved in removing it. And again, if you watch this video, there is a damn good chance that you are going to break that panel on removing it. Very high chance of that. You also have to deal with the fact that when you break it, you may be looking at spending $150 to $300 on a panel that's worse than the one the customer has. And now we're dealing with these other issues with the new models where the panels have this type of calibration routine and all this type of stuff, so you have to transfer the chip from the old one to the new one. It is a nightmare, which is why you don't have a lot of people performing these particular repairs anymore, and why these repairs are as expensive as they are. He says over here that both say it's easier to replace the entire display assembly, which Panasonic says is Apple's typical solution for this fault and could cost customers upwards of $625 if they don't have AppleCare. I asked how Apple fixes a MacBook display that is faulty because of a damaged flex cable and how much it costs, but the company didn't immediately respond to my question. I guess they have less people available than the independents that actually, you know, have people picking up the phone during open hours to answer questions from people, but whatever. The repair experts claim that Apple has quietly resolved the problem in the later MacBook models 2021 and beyond, which have more protection for the flex cable. But for devices that were sold between 2018 and 2020, Panos says that users will have to regularly and rigorously clean their laptop to prevent dust buildup. Dustgate is similar but not the same as FlexGate issue that affected the 13-inch MacBook Pro laptop sold between 2016 and 2018. That problem was also related to the flex cable that connects the display to the control board beneath the touch bar. The cable would over time degrade after repeatedly opening and closing the lid, which caused a spotlight effect on the display. Apple eventually acknowledged this problem and offered repair free of charge. However, there's a big if over here. If you had an A1706 13-inch model from 2016, they covered it. If you had a model with the exact same flex cable failure, an A1706 from 2017, sucked to be you. If you had an A1707 15-inch model from 2017, which had the exact same failure, sucks to be you. They did not cover everybody covered by FlexGate. They covered a small number of the people that were covered by FlexGate while leaving everybody else out the dry. I am not asking that Apple go bankrupt. I'm not asking that all of their customers decide overnight that they're going to use another brand. I'm not asking people to make fun of people who use Apple products. On this channel, what I would like to see happen is them act with accountability and responsibility the same way that we do. I have had to do recalls before. I have learned that batches of my parts were not good. And when that happens, I look back to my inventory system, I look at every single person who got that part, and people who may have gotten that part that were around the same approximate area. And I instruct Kevin to call and email every single one of those customers and let them know, and provide them with a return label to send it back, expedited shipping back, or to fix it for them at no charge if they're going to use the store. Because that is the right thing to do. We have to take accountability and responsibility when we do something wrong. And all I ask is that $3 trillion companies be held to that same standard. Many people on forums, again, the thing that kills me the most when it comes to these issues is when you read comments on people like, read something like, you must be poor. If you can't afford the repair, then don't buy the device. You should have bought Apple. Okay, cool. Maybe you should have bought Apple. How about this? Maybe a company creating a $4,000 machine should not include design defects in it that don't come in a $200 promo. How about that? How about we hold a $1 trillion company accountable at the same time that we're holding the broke-ass college people? Can we do that? Can we hold both of them? Because, again, it's one of these things that drives me crazy. The thing that drives me the most crazy in the 15 years that I've been in this business is people walking into the store and just going, I can't believe they did that to me. When I would point out, no, this is not just you, this is a design flaw. The design flaw that I talked about in these videos that have lasted over 15 years. This doesn't just apply to you. This applies to all of you. I don't... I can't believe they did that. It's almost... breaks me up every day to realize that this company was not their friend. They felt that when they paid a premium for that product, that would actually be a product designed by a company that respected or that would take accountability and responsibility, or not sell them something that they knew to be faulty and not cover it. And they were like, I can't believe they did that. I can't believe they got away with it. And when you see that, why after really 5 times a day, 3 times a day, 10 times a day, it's going to beat you up. So when people ask me, why do I do these videos? What is the
M41 Spanker over here.
I want to see no public counsel. But it's fair. Another one down.
Open the door.
Every single day. Not be even aggravated with the company that just buy stuff that often never taking accountability or responsibility for the defective merchandise that they produce. Asking the whole them. I shut practices that were different practices that were utilized by everybody else in the industry. If everybody else in the industry was doing something big, and I decided to go and do it, and mine failed after a year, and theirs lasted 8 years, wouldn't you kind of be aggravated with it? Wouldn't you ask that I maybe consider, since I decided to do something in a very non-standard way that failed, that maybe I take accountability for it? You may be asking, Lewis, what if I want to buy something that accountability and responsibility for this? Where should I go? Oh, check out Brandon. Are you going to get every bell and whistle you get with the newest model Mac? No, you won't. But you're buying from a company that takes accountability and responsibility. They had an issue with RGB batteries on their first generation products, and they posted instructions online. Those instructions were not exactly what they This
Get the Wraith.
This is a startup that was started with very minimal funds during a time of rising interest rates and a shit economy. And they are taking more accountability and responsibility for their design than a company with a market cap of one of those things. And again, this is one of the reasons that I'm proud to use this device. I don't like to say to the MacBook. The suspend works nicely in Linux and use XFCE in the desktop environment and Flux encryption.
They're close.
Way to go! Enemy captured your flag. That matters. And companies like this exist. I'll end the video on that. Let me know what you
Round 3.
today. And as always,
We gotta turn this around, Spartan.
see you on the next video.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Triple B News channel. Today we're going to be talking about the release of Warzone 3. Many people are still sat there scratching their heads wondering when this game is going to drop, and during the recent stream, Joe spoke on this matter.
It says Warzone, bro, but it doesn't say the first game. Season 1 is gonna be like 2 months long.
Up there.
You know? Season 1's gonna be like 2
Sorry.
months long. So, and it just says season 1 Warzone summer. Okay, but with that, day 1 is the 6th day. And I feel like if Warzone is dropping on a certain day, they would be promoting it like crazy. And honestly, I hope I'm wrong, honestly. But you would think for Call of Duty, they would be promoting Warzone drops on the 6th. It'd be all over Twitter, your Instagram ads, all of that. It just says season 1 is here. You know? They, honestly, like,
So basically, Joe rambles on a little bit about why he believes the Warzone 3 is not coming out anytime soon. And honestly, even after searching the web for any sort of information regarding Warzone 3's release, we're only really met with people saying it's not going to be released anytime soon. And in a lot of the articles, it actually states that basically Modern Warfare 3 is going to be its own game. The new map that is integrated into Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2, which is very simple to understand really, because Modern Warfare 2 guns are actually compatible with Modern Warfare 3, proving further that Modern Warfare 3 was nothing other than a DLC for Modern Warfare 2 for Warzone 2. So are we going to be seeing a new Warzone game on a new engine? The chances are no, probably not. But if you have a look at the information that's being given to us already, it makes more sense that Warzone 2 is actually just going to be a new map incorporated into Warzone 2. Because you actually take a look, Warzone 2 is just called Warzone. On top of that, the Modern Warfare 2 camos, guns, skins, all being crossed over into Modern Warfare 3. That lets us believe that it's all going to be running on the same engine, so the chances are Warzone 3 is going to be just as raging as Modern Warfare 3. But guys, we will definitely be keeping you posted on anything related to Warzone 3. If you hear any news, we'll get it out to you as soon as possible. But guys, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on so you don't miss it. And if you enjoyed this video, please smash that thumbs up on the way out. Please give the video a share as well. Tell your friends, your family, your nan, even your dog. Thank you very much, guys. Triple B, over and out.
With the card that people dislike the most, like the least. I hate the love it and love the... Let's get it on with everybody else.
Return.
Going on
seconds, but fun on the line. Kyle, enjoy your breakfast this Wednesday, November 22nd, 2023. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Dad. Let's jump on into International World Record. We talked about the headline yesterday for the hobby, and it turns out that with the overclocking professionals, they do better than the Threadripper 7995 WX 96 core chip just obliterated every record. The record we talked about yesterday got absolutely decimated. Just an extra 10% faster now. Very, like, stupidly fast. Yeah. Oh, this used to be the previous world record with AMD. This 147 thanks to some extreme overclockers. You can watch Elmore Labs attempt at this over on their YouTube channel. Devourer was also involved in it. This thing just walloped everything that used to exist. Additionally, when they really pushed Intel's fastest chip, it drew almost 90. So this is faster than Intel's chip while consuming significantly less power under liquid nitrogen. This is wild.
What was wild to me is I was looking at all the specs for the system. It is like the most hilarious supercomputer nonsense. They have like an A1000 with 120 but
enemy captured your flag.
Yeah, I'm sure that's like $5 grand. Oh, yeah. They subjected $1 grand worth of computer parts to a science experiment, which is fun. It's always fun to see stuff like that happen. Also, I found out that Devourer bought RTX 4090 Matrix Platinum. You remember when we saw a copy? Jensen was around signing that one. They auctioned it off for Make-A-Wish. Turns out, Devourer bought it for 16 grand. Thank you, Devourer, for donating to Make-A-Wish. My family is a recipient of Make-A-Wish, and we appreciate it. Oh, but that's not all the AMD Threadripper news. Yeah, turns out people tested this thing in Linux. Sam's gonna love this one. And it's 20% faster in Ubuntu than it is on Windows 11, which makes a lot of sense because Linux loves a lot of cores. It gobbles them all up. That's exactly what Linux Ubuntu does specifically, and then Windows 11 only loves Linux is for the same rational individual. But you know what rational people do? They check out today's video sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by next storage of the SSD. Check out at things can be used for whatever system you're
That flag
put it in a PlayStation 5. It's got a built-in heatsink to keep your device cool and performing great. Additionally, they are incredibly fast, coming in at over 6,000 megabytes per second of read and write speeds, and they give you a great bang for your buck. So in case you install an SSD that is only 1 terabyte, or you need it in the 4 terabyte flavor, Next Storage has you covered with their options over on Newegg. Check them out at the link in the video description. Big thanks to Newegg and Next Storage for sponsoring today's video. Well, run fast with Next Storage for your web browser. Talked about yesterday. Regardless of whatever browser you're using, don't use an ad blocker. You can say
skip to an ad after 5 seconds.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I've been trying to thinking why it's forcing itself down this rabbit hole so fast in years, right? All of a sudden woke up and chose violence. Like, this went by for years and not nary a word was said. Turns out, you know, the backstory of the new CEO of YouTube, Neil, he was the head of all of the AdSense programs. His business was making sure ads worked perfectly. He is the ad CEO. So it makes sense that kind of his first order of business is being out in front of, you know, all of the YouTubers, making them happy. But now when it gets down to brass tacks, getting that cash dollar from everybody. Floatplane. Follow us on Floatplane. These videos come out early and without ads over on Floatplane. So it appears that they might even be bringing that 5-second delay to Chrome, even though that's the one safe haven that everybody's been reporting right now. They can go back to Chrome and everything's fine. Maybe eventually they'll remove that, and you just get a 5-second timeout no matter what.
If they give it to everybody, even if you don't have an ad blocker and you have Chrome.
Is it fair? It's equal. Fair is a very subjective word. I think the comments have some opinions on it. I'm gonna stay away from that one. But we got more updates to other stories we talked about on this week. So aired off of YouTube. Now we can talk about OpenAI. Turns out that letter where everybody said they were going to resign, yesterday's episode, that said 500 people. Now it's 747 out of 770 employees. Only 23 people want to stay behind. And that could just be because they haven't checked their email right now.
Yeah, who are these 23 people, right?
They've been flying, like they're on vacation for Thanksgiving.
Right? Like they're gonna come back and be like, where is everybody going?
They took PTO on Thursday so that they could have an entire week off. And now they have no idea what's been going down at their own company. But it does seem like a lot of the board members are now flip-flopping, trying to get Sam Altman to come back. And so that's the biggest word on the street, that is progressing a little bit. But Microsoft has come out and said that if needed, you have a role at Microsoft that matches your compensation and advances our collective mission. So also reports of maybe the board members might be under some sort of lawsuit by some investors because of this whole shenanigans. It's not shaking out very well for OpenAI. Additionally, we talked about yesterday is that the CEO of Cruise resigns, specifically after a lot of federal investigation proves that they ignored a lot of warning signs. Now the co-founder also resigns.
Wow, this is some real cruise control. You know what I'm saying?
And then additionally updating the whole Nothing messaging debacle as well. Nothing pulled Sunbird and their iMessage set up with the Nothing chat, and now Sunbird has shut down its iMessage program, removed it from the Play Store completely, and it's coming out now that kind of journalists knew that this thing didn't work, and they've been reporting on that for a while, and Ars Technica found that when they initially announced their product in 2022, they got real spicy about like defending how it works, and then they hung up the Zoom call. So this company wasn't trustworthy from the beginning, and it looks like Nothing did nothing in terms of due diligence.
I wish I could have seen the Zoom call. I think Sunbird is going to be one of those companies that like is very obscure, and it's going to be really funny in like 5 years when somebody makes a joke about them.
Oh yeah, it's going to be deep cut. And it's always funny when we make a joke about Reese. Give us one.
Yo, welcome back to UTD with bringing the hottest tech deals out on the internet. And hey, it is Wednesday, my dudes, and today we're starting off with this Razer Kiyo Pro 1080p webcam, which you can pick up for only $70.87, which is $129.12 off for this Black Friday deal. But then next up, we have this KTC 32-inch 1440p 165Hz curved gaming monitor, which is currently going for only $229.99, making it $320 off, plus you get a little $20 promotional gift card, so win-win. And then last but not least, we have the AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D, which, what else is there to say about this chip? You can currently pick it up for only $359.99 with the included promo code. This is the best time to shop around between different retailers because they're all trying to one-up each other. In this case, it's the little extra promo code that gives you an extra $10 off, bringing your total up to $90. So hey, and with that, the deals are done. You can find these and more linked in the video description down below. But until next time, I'm going to hand you back to Brett and Kyler for the rest of the hard news. Cheers.
Well, Reese, CD Projekt Red's going to give us a deal in terms of Cyberpunk, because they're going to be rolling the DLC of Phantom Liberty all into the Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition. So you get the base game plus the expansion, giving that to you in one tiny little package that can be either physical or digital.
That was my nickname in high school.
Tiny little package. How much is this going to cost? So they haven't announced that. It's going to be coming out on December 5th. A lot of the rumors that I've been seeing is $59.99. That's a good price, right? Because it was $30 for the expansion, and the base game cost $60. And so it goes on sale on the regular. Yeah. So I think $60 for the Ultimate Edition is reasonable.
If you're going to play the game and you haven't yet, now's the best time to jump on it. It's good.
Reese was streaming it. Did you see that before?
When are you going to finish being a cowboy?
He's streaming to his heart's delight right now. Cowboy time, ninja slicing time.
I saw the other day he was streaming. He wasn't even Reese. He was just a PNG of Reese with a poorly photoshopped cowboy.
So it turns out that his camera opens.
Yeah.
They don't have AC inside that.
We're almost kills, and we win.
He's been struggling a little bit. He refuses all of my attempts to buy him real things. Like when I say, hey, maybe don't stream at the Fuji, he goes, frick off. That's my Reese. You know how long it took to get him to accept the computer from me? Years!
Yeah, I know.
Years!
Yeah. You wanted him to take that laptop back with him, too.
Oh, yeah, no, he didn't. Well, now there's a good guess on what's happening with OnePlus.
They have a sniper.
Get launched in January.
Wait a minute. 12 comes out after the 11th?
Sure does. It's going to get announced on December 4th, and then there's going to be a global launch on January 2024 so that you can buy the newest OnePlus phone, who doesn't have all of the shenanigan debacles of Nothing, because the founder of Nothing was the previous co-founder of OnePlus.
OnePlus Nothing equals OnePlus.
Oh, I don't get it. Okay, well, I also don't get what's going on over at NVIDIA, because they have... You read it? They decided to keep the worst received GPU out of the entire batch, as long as we exclude the 4060 Ti 16 gigs, so that doesn't exist. The 4070 is not getting replaced by the reports coming out. The 4080 Super is going to replace the VRTX 4080. The 4070 is going to replace the 4070 Ti, and the 4070 Super is not replacing the 4070. It looks like it's replacing the 47 Pi. 47 Pi. I don't even know how to read these anymore.
Like once a week they just do something.
It makes sense in terms of like a product stack level. So the 4080 Super is supposed to only be 5% faster. The 4070 Super is supposed to only be 10% faster. The 4070 is supposed to be 20% faster. So yeah, really close. See right here, the 4070 Super is like within 5 to 10% of the Ti. So it makes sense if they get rid of the Ti. I'm gonna be a little frustrated if they launch the 4070 Super at $799. That's not cool. The 4070 Super needs to come in at $599. 4070 needs to cost way less. And the 4070 Super should cost $799 at the most. What are they gonna do? Bump it up to $899? What is the 4080 Super gonna cost? Is it gonna be my conspiracy theory?
There's one ratting in the corner with a hammer.
4090? How is this all gonna play out? More than the 4070?
It's 99. That just doesn't make sense to me. It's supposed to be $599, $699, and $799.
No! I mean, it's no goddamn. This is bad. This is really bad. And the best part of it is people are still gonna buy it.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna sell on gangbusters. I'll sell your Amazon shopping price. Fuck you.
I shouldn't have left it in the physical shop.
Well, let's get to some digital comments. Sorry, your nickname. Your nickname. Okay. French frying your McDonald's VA says Google's rollout strategy is to target 1%. That's 100%. Just like the YouTube walking and walking. Customer acceptance. I can do that. Start yelling. Start screaming. The CEO will hear you. They got it. I think with some things, when they got rid of like verified ticks on some of the creators, like the check marks, they were like, some of you get it, some of you don't. And like everybody was like,
going across the way.
They rolled that back, but I have a hard time thinking that they're going to roll back something that makes them more money, because all they're doing is pissing off the people they make no money off. If they're reducing the cost, right? Like if you get rid of the people who don't watch the ad and therefore don't make the company money,
all I'm saying, I'm less mad about the Google ad thing than I am about the whole Netflix debacle that happened earlier this year, and I still will occasionally use Netflix. So what am I gonna do?
Alright,
I'm
it's
still
available.
that
You're a cheap to consumerism. No, sheep snake. Which, speaking of cheats to consumerism, Windows 2000K said if I had to choose paying $200 for a PS4 or $200 for a Switch, I'm going for the light game. That's fine for you. I don't care about Nintendo games.
Those are two very different things. And
Yeah.
also, if you want to buy the PlayStation 4, you also have to buy a $500 PlayStation.
It's a $700.
It's very, very different things.
Required username said they should just let the AI run the company. What could possibly go wrong with giving powerful AI profit-driven objectives? Also, Desmond is 100% right. Well done, Desmond.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Fernando says, okay, Brett, you have the first one for PS4. Demonstrating a product or similar make it significantly larger to keep people happy. I have paper cutting day out Oh, really? Did I go online? Okay. So, Vita 2 would be an equally small subset of people. This thing sold like this thing sold just atrocious. Vita, garbage. PSP, great. Vita was the PSP too. Guess what? Nobody wanted it. Okay? Just because people demand it doesn't mean they're gonna based on what I've seen, the port is actually selling well. And I know that there's been arguments of I don't think that's the case. They had pre-orders up for a very long time. I got all my pre-orders in that I wanted. And then it was only on launch day that finally things kind of started selling out. They sold out of their inventory. We don't know how many that is, but I don't think this is a commercial failure for Sony.
All right, inbound.
In the event of Vita 2,
Yeah.
imagine a world where they release a Vita 2. Who would put on? How are you convincing developers?
That's a reliable weapon right there. Power items on the field.
How much is that thing gonna cost? The Vita costs what, $250?
Spartans are closing in.
$250 for 2012 that much. That's $2012.
Now, distance is just as fast.
These 335 bones.
Yeah, and that's implying that it's not going to be more. That thing's going to cost a minimum $400. That's $400. It's the PlayStation 5. They're going to go down this pipeline where they're like, oh, we need to make it PlayStation 5. We got to put games on it. Oh no, we don't have developers that are going to put games on it. Take games that are already out on the PlayStation or already out on the PC. At that point, Steam Deck. Handheld PC. I feel like that's the direction we're going.
Yeah, actually, so I think this brings up a very good point. The best case scenario was that Sony launched a remote play device. That doesn't work because the reason the Vita failed was because game developers had to develop. It was another completely different experience. You could have play PS3 games on the Vita. You could do remote play on the Vita.
No, it wasn't PS4 then. They had remote play.
Right? It was a different console, requiring a different experience. In order to get PS5 level fidelity, remember, Sony doesn't have a Series X where they have a cut-down version that they can run at lower wattage. They have a singular PS5 that consumes 220 watts. You can't put that in a handheld. The Vita 2 would fail for the same reason so many other things fail. It would be another console that game developers have to develop for, and then we get another Jack Boss function.
Enemy team nearing victory.
Have you ever just looked at like the AAA games available on a Switch? It's
Gravity Hammer inbound.
And that's one of the most popular consoles on the planet.
The only handheld solution that I think Sony could have otherwise done is
Gravity Hammer available.
makes no sense. A PlayStation 4 mobile. That's what I was thinking. Right? Because the PS4 doesn't require a whole lot. It's basically equivalent to the Switch.
Sniper.
You can get that amount of power. You have to play them at 30 FPS at like 480 to 720. It's going to be a rough experience. No matter what, Sony had to release something that either worked with the PS5 or worked by itself. And they chose the cheapest way of doing work with the PS5. And I think that makes a lot of sense.
That being said, if this thing was
What?
Nobody will complain.
it would be a lot more palatable for the people who don't want it.
Who cares? It's the same thing with the YouTube Adblocker situation.
Inbound.
You're f***ing off the people who aren't contributing. Oh no, we made the Xbox stands mad. They're not buying consoles. They're not buying the games. Anyway,
Sniper
Trivia said as a Firefox user, that 5-second delay has been an on and off thing for years. There would be times where there would be a 5-second delay. Well, that's actually really relevant because you've got a bug in your system and you need a prompt to come and look it up.
On the outside of your house with a little light switch that's hooked up to the plug that the router's connected to. Every time
really nice. What happened?
There's no way.
I said lightning rod for all the 8 PS Portal.
Oh, you said that yesterday.
Yeah, I also like how we milked the PS Portal for comments. And we didn't even discuss the PS Portal. I talked about the weekend video. We're milking this real good.
I'll keep talking about it if people keep wanting to fight about it.
Hey, did you see Linus released a video on it?
No.
He mostly agrees with us.
No way.
Yeah.
Is that why I looked at the like to dislike ratio on our Portal video?
Yeah.
The first day it was at like 56%.
Yep.
But it went way higher today.
I think because it's finally getting into the inbox of a lot of people. I noticed that on yesterday it was up to like 75.
Yeah.
It was before Linus launched it. The people finally realized their genius. All right. We won't grace you with our genius tomorrow because that's an American Thanksgiving.
And on the table. Let's go Friday. Something.
You won't because you're going to be home.
Right on Friday.
Yeah, because I have to film on Thanksgiving. Look what you made me do.
Amidst the massive offseason for Valorant and VCT, and of course all the roster rumors and all the roster changes we're going to be seeing, this happens with every esport, right? When its offseason begins, it just begins with absolute mayhem. It's actually Nadeshot who has been grinding Valorant as of late, which I've loved watching, as he's been going on 12-hour sessions, 8-hour sessions, back to back, just grinding the game and trying to climb ranks. And he also talks about, ironically so, having to build an actual roster for competitive Valorant. I'm sure he's talking about all esports here, but
done
having
with
him
that
talk
one,
about the
big boy.
perfect
You're
recipe
done.
to lock down an esports team.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
I just remember this guy's like rich. He just hold like these fucking paintings and just stand on the street like a homeless man. And he's just fucking want everybody to see his painting. Yeah, he's just nuts. He's just fucking rich, crazy guy with way too much time on his hands. And when I saw that, I was like, bro, like once you reach a level of money, like you probably just do crazy shit just for the fuck out, just because you can. You know what I mean?
Especially if all you do is make money. Like that's what those dominatrix ladies always say. That their clients are always these guys who are like these CEOs of mega corporations, and they just want to get pissed on, yelled at, slapped.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah, they want to get tied up and thrown in the corner. Shut the fuck up! You come over and kick them in the balls. They want that,
bro. Did you ever seen that movie? I mean, it's like they made the movie about the movie The Room.
Yeah.
That was like Tommy Wiseau. What's his name? I don't remember his name. I always mess it up. But there's that scene in the movie that made fun of the movie where like Joe Rogan's character, like the director, goes to the bank.
Right.
I want to cash this check. And they're like, oh yeah. And he's like, holy shit, it worked. And the bank teller's telling him, he's just like, this guy's bank account is like a bottomless pit. That amount of money has to be kind of scary though. Because you either go make shitty movies with your money that you don't know what the fuck you're doing, like that guy, which is funny, or you probably also do scary shit. Like that's a scary amount of money to have. So I know people who like, you know, struggle financially. Probably like, oh man, if I could just have this money, if I could just have that money. Like yeah, life would be easier. But if there's no challenge, there's no maze to run through, what are you really gonna do with that much free time?
I'll tell you what you're gonna do. You're gonna get in a homemade submarine, die in the ocean.
You see what I'm saying? Like
yeah, those dudes. That's exactly what that was like. That was $250,000 a ticket to get in that submarine and die.
The submarine had no windows, right?
It would have like little small windows. You don't really see. You're seeing things through a screen.
They call me old school, but I feel like if I spent $250,000 on a ticket, I want a luxurious experience. I want to see the fucking ocean.
Pirate flag. The Joe Rogan Experience.
Maybe we should just
remember this guy
pirate flag at all costs. What do you guys think? Should we do the pirate flag as an option? Let's maybe. They are really close. No pirate flag, pirate ship. Okay, let's do no flag, no flag, no flag. Okay, let's do some older ones. Let's do whole room water cooling versus Highlander. Are those comparable, you guys think? This is gonna be impossible. This is the only way that we're gonna be able to do this. We might be able to bring some back afterwards. I didn't count how many options we had, so there is a possibility that we can go back, bring some things in. We need to keep track of what we got rid of. Okay, we are opposed to the pirate flag, so that's up. Okay. 22 seconds! We got a vote for a world record. So we did beat the world record. That's awesome. That's so cool. Now that I think about it, I feel like I have seen a world record certificate somewhere in the office. Ooh, whole room water cooling is winning? What? Oh, the whole room water cooling won. That's That surprises me.
Okay, we're done with that stream. Back to the Joe Rogan experience.
Means to just stand on the street like a homeless man. He's just fucking.
Just want everybody to see his pain.
Yeah, he's just nuts. He's just fucking rich, crazy guy with way too much time on his hands. And when I saw that, I was like, bro, once you reach a level of money, like, you probably just do crazy shit just for the fuck out, just because you can. You know what I mean?
Especially if all you do is make money. Like, that's what those dominatrix ladies always say. Like, their clients are always these guys who are like these CEOs of mega corporations and they just want to get pissed on, yelled at, slapped.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah, they want to get tied up and thrown into the corner. Shut the fuck up and come over and kick them in the balls. So they want that.
Bro, did you ever seen that movie? I mean, it's like they made the movie about the movie The Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like Tommy Wiseau. What's his name? I don't remember his name. I always mess it up. But there's that scene in the movie that made fun of the movie where like Joe Rogan's character, like the director, goes to the bank and he's like, I want to cash this check. And they're like, all right, yeah. And he's like, holy shit, it worked. And the bank teller's telling him, he's just like, this guy's bank account is like a bottomless pit. That amount of money has to be kind of scary though. Because you either go make shitty movies with your money that you don't know what the fuck you're doing, like that guy, which is funny, or you probably also do scary shit. Like, that's a scary amount of money to have. So I know people who, like, you know, struggle financially, probably like, oh man, fuck, if I could just have this money, if I could just have that money. Like, yeah, life would be easier. But if there's no challenge, there's no maze to run through, that much free.
I'll tell you what you're gonna do. You're gonna get in a homemade submarine, die in the ocean.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, those dudes. That's exactly what that was like. That was $250,000 a ticket to get in that submarine and die.
And the submarine had no windows, right?
Well, it had like little small windows. You don't really see, you're seeing things through a screen.
They call me old school, but I feel like if I spent $250,000 on the ticket, I want like a luxurious experience. I want to see the fucking ocean not through a tiny little screen. I want communication with the outside world. Like, I do want to get rich. Don't get me wrong. I do want to get rich, but I feel like pretty soon. But, you know,
what are you gonna buy?
I just want a car. I mean, I'm not too worried about all that. I really want to save money to like anything.
Don't you want to?
I want to go to the moon. Yeah, Elon Musk is probably gonna authorize you know, $250,000 ticket.
I think you could already get into space for that amount of cheddar.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think you can get into space for $250,000.
I want to go to space.
Like the Blue Origin, don't they fly people into space?
Yeah, I definitely want them to get the kinks out. You know what I'm saying? Or about the beaches and shit. You know.
Fire at your allies.
Into the ocean, burning alive.
Nah, really.
Blue Origin, suborbital flights. Blue Origin typically charges around $200,000 to $300,000 per person. Cost includes a 1-hour flight and 3-hour preparation program for those looking to go into orbit. Blue Origin's orbital launch services range from $50 million to $100 million per person.
Waiting instructions.
Yo, that is a giant difference. Suborbital is that good?
You go up for, I think they can go for about a minute or 2, and
How far do you go? What's the height? What's suborbital?
Torpedoes, direct front.
Is that where they send the guy? Remember the guy? The outer layer.
Fighter
The Red
airborne.
Bull, whatever.
Yeah, that's my friend.
Yeah. Man.
Was it Andy that did it? No, that's a different guy. Andy did, but Andy did something similar. He's on a fucking Okay, this is suborbital. So they're above Earth, you can look down, they're weightless. So you don't get way up there when you're down on the ball.
I don't even think that's fun right there, because like, it's like, I feel like the earth is so bright, you can't even see the stars and shit.
No, you don't.
That's not good. I'm not doing that.
But I think to see the stuff.
I don't know up there.
You gotta get way the fuck up there. I wanna go over there for like this. You probably do it on the dark side, don't you?
Yeah,
right, you go over there for a whiz, right? Like, it's real fast. You're going like 17,000 miles an hour, right? Isn't that the space station?
Honestly, I could look for something. I think the only star you can probably see is the sun. When you're on the other side, the dark side, you might find out.
I don't know. You gotta get $100 million, bro. You gotta go way up. I don't know how much it costs for them to send you to like a wormhole or a black hole.
Well,
Nah. If I'm like,
imagine it come back in the Mongol days. Like, motherfucker.
what is the Mongol?
Like when Genghis Khan ruled the earth and killed 10% of the population.
That would suck. It sucked to. I don't know. I hope not even to come back though. I'd just go somewhere else. Maybe it's like another planet, another universe, another dimension. Yeah. Maybe. Remember when Daddy Cooper was here and he came back and Earth was like saved, but they're like living in these like fourth dimension things or something like that? Is it Interstellar? You seen Interstellar? Oh, what was that? It was Matthew McConaughey. I always get the names of those confused. Yeah. I don't know what that chance to, but yeah, Matthew McConaughey. Bro, even he got back in the ship and was like, nah, I'm out.
Okay, during spacewalk in the Earth's shadow, astronauts see stars once their eyes adjust to darkness.
Holy shit, your eyes have to adjust to the darkness.
Right. That's spacewalk in the Earth's shadow. I don't think that's the same. Okay. Space station, a habitable artificial satellite in low Earth orbit, serves space environment.
That trip I've told you about a few times that Stevie Aoki is supposed to go on. It's supposed to be like one of the first man trips back around the world. Stevie Aoki's going to.
I've said this to him before. Let me see.
That guy is fucking badass.
He's cool. He's very cool.
You know, a lot of people. He's very cool. So I don't.
Uncrewed for first mission to move. But by the way, I think we did 100 of those submarines died before that one exploded.
Oh shit.
And they did a bunch of them.
Damn.
It wasn't that they were the first one. They probably go, I guess things worked out. I'll try this bitch out.
And 100 times we could go up. Even cars we have to do.
The ship is on fire.
Oh, great. I have to apologize for the setup. It's the best I can do because I'm on vacation in France, celebrating my grandfather's 90th birthday.
Problem solved, sir.
The first thing he said, by the way, at his 90th birthday party was, I'm not making it to 100. So, you know, glad that I'm here. That was weird for me, Grandpa, but God bless. Anyway, today, some major news happened, and I need to talk about it. It's super important.
Fire on the enemy warship.
And so let's just jump right into it. We are talking about cookies. Yeah, that's what got me here. That's what got me out of my vacation. We gotta talk about cookies. Look, at this point, you guys, I'm sure have heard of what I'm going to talk about today, Pokemon cookie drama, but I want to talk about it myself, because I have seen what the people are saying, and it seems like you get an instant 1.5 million views if you just say Pokemon dumb, cookie bad. But I feel like we need to dig a little deeper. We need to be rational humans who look at a story that's trending, and then rather than just hopping on whatever the hot phrase is, we'll do our own conclusive research on what we feel and what we think based off the information available. Is the world sexist? Are Pokemon's cookies a scam? Are people
Battery low.
These are all things that we are going to figure out today. But first, let's get into the context of the drama.
Charging battery.
With Poke's original announcement. Biggest announcement of my career next Monday. And it's a product launch. All right, this happened just a couple of weeks ago. And here it is. All right, this is her announcement. She says, it's finally here, introducing my new company, Mina Snacks, which, as far as I know, is a healthy snack company that is offering a flagship product. They're midnight mini cookies, real non-GMO with added vitamins, healthy food for you, but it's still a yummy snack. That's the vibe that I got, which makes a lot of sense from a creator's point of view. All right, if you want to make it as a creator and you don't want to make videos in your 50s, generally you make a product. Right? There's a Hollywood actors in alcohol 5 to 10 years ago is content creators now trying to make it different, right? Mr. Beast with Feastables, it's worth 1.5 billion. Logan Paul and KSI over 5, apparently worth 10 billion. I don't know, but that's where the money is. It's where the rest of your career. I'm sure that Pokemon, along with her management, her team, were like, hey, you make this healthy snack company, something you believe in, and if you fuck with it, it could be $100 million venture in every store in Walmart. If you market it, that's your job. You market it, you'll make a product, it'll be a great thing. Okay, that's cool. That's
the ship is on fire.
instantly, there was a lot of backlash taking out of this company. It came from a lot of third parties. You're wondering if it's perhaps a scam. Pokémon's new snack company is being called out for allegedly using rebranded products. And apparently this company called Potsy made a Midnight Mini cookie already with very similar ingredients, except for vitamin D, and in a similar look, at least based off of the package. And everyone's now talking about perhaps this is a scam. Is Pokimane white labeling a product? How could she? The answer is almost certainly yes. All right, she did not make a cookie factory and start making cookies. That would be a big risk. Generally, you would partner up with a company who already does this, who has a lot of expertise in this area. You create your own branding. You might even try to pick certain things that you like, or maybe even pick a more expensive version of what you like, and then sell that to your audience and perhaps the rest of the globe afterwards. I know, because I've done this, specifically with my Swipe Bidets. Woo, look at that, what a beautiful graphic, shout out Otto. My Swipe Bidets, I've said before, are a white label product. No, I did not make my own factory where people are pumping out bidets. I worked with a company who already makes bidets. I picked the designs and the products that I thought were best, and then I rebranded them. We worked like a year on branding and product selection and manufacturing of them, and then I sold it to my viewers. And it worked out really well. We made like 7,000 last year, and they sold out within like a few weeks, and there's actually more available right now. It's not a ad for Swipe, but we did re-up them if you want to get them. And you might be wondering, well, Ludwig, isn't this kind of a scam? Because if it's white labeled, why don't I go to the manufacturer directly and buy it from there? You're upcharging me for the Ludwig branding. And you could, if you wanted. You could, here it is, it's leaked. Oh, this is the product. You can see very similar to the Fresh Spa Comfort Plus. It has 2 nozzles for front bussy and back bussy, and you can get it for $59.99. Or you can get it from my website for $50. Wow, it's cheaper. How does that work? Because I buy it in bulk. Bitches, that's how it works. And I don't need a big markup because I'm not trying to make money. I'm just trying to have every asshole in America be clean. Sorry, I care about that. So it doesn't always necessarily mean it's a scam just because you're white labeling. Okay, that's just how it works. All right, sometimes people white label produce things en masse and then sell them because they like to think, that's okay, that's not a problem. All right, so Pokimane responded to this drama. And specifically this week, Pokimane's new products apparently just rebranded cookie, and she sells it for 3 times the price. Scam? And she said, hey, well, it's actually not a scam. I'm actually working with the company who made that. I like the cookie, and we rebranded it, and we also changed like a lot of the products in it. So, although they might both have flour in it, one flour could be more expensive. I don't think it has flour because it's gluten-free, but you get the idea, all right? That not all products just with the same name are the same price. And does it definitely have a markup because it is Pokimane snack? For sure, 100%. Definitely does have that. But I don't think it has such an absurd markup that this is Poki's secret way of doing a cash grab after her 10 years plus of content creating. I don't think she's trying to milk it. I think she's actually trying to make a successful company. And here's all right, if it truly is overpriced, it's not worth it. It'll reveal itself in
charging battery.
Or even the viewers who might initially buy it like Poki will say, all right, I spent $28 for 4 packs, $7 a pack. I didn't super like them. It's not worth it. I will buy it again. And then she would have to drop the price, right? That would just happen. So you don't have to get mad about the price of something. It usually corrects itself in time. Wow. Oh my God. Anyway, that shouldn't be the end. But of course, that was posted on November 15th and November 16th. We had a lot of people farming it still, for the likes on Twitter, updates on Reddit, and views on YouTube, like this person. I'm not trying to fucking roast them, but Pokimane responds to scam allegations. Embarrassing. The title is wrong. This came out November 16th. This was in reply to Poki's tweet, which really should have just been staggering the whole thing. Alright? But people make copies because it's good clicks, baby. Alright? All these fucking influencers, they're just farming it for clicks. I'm doing that right now, but that's what we're doing. And then, of course, I think in response to the continued backlash, she didn't really make a lot of sense. In the first place, Poki fucking, she cracked. She croaked, she choked. Somebody in the chat was chirping. She got a little one guy by it who said this. That was me. She shouldn't have said that. That was on purpose. She shouldn't have said that. That's just get it? That's just a fact. There's a fact of life. Those are not nice words to say. Especially when you're a millionaire talking to people who are a millionaire. It's just a position where words like that should be thought of much less that. Bing bang done. Okay? And it created a shitstorm. Alright? Everybody was like, trying to get views, and let me tell you, the views were gone. Right? I promise you, if Admin Gold showed you his metrics, that was a 1 in 10 on YouTube. And of course, Charlie made the video that was the biggest about it. I think about 5 million. Does speak volumes about how many views you get when you talk about Pokemon. It mentions was built on their Pokemon just either grow, and because of that, she's not really respecting the people who made her rich from this. She's
Lowland, leave now, because I'm not coming and saving you when you die, because you're all the way over there.
What?
Said Lowland, better not land over there, because I'm not going over there and saving you. If we're all the way over here.
I don't think that's what was actually happening. I think this started in the first place because this was overhyped outrage.
You heard what she said. Are you still here?
She shouldn't have said it. It was dumb to say it. It definitely affected people who do watch her, who weren't even attacking her in the first place. Who give a shit right now. I don't think 90+% of them give a shit. The people who do give a
My
shit
name
are
isn't
the
Lowland.
outside looking in, being outraged on the behalf of these somewhat made up videos, right? Some real, most made up. And then Pokeball with an apology tweet saying that what I said is 100% true. I see why it came off insensitive. I apologize. I understand if I was being high. I don't know. And I was trying to talk to one rude chatter. A general statement towards everything. Okay? But damage done. Damage done. She said it was oops. And now this is talking about how what she said was dumb and cash in the 1.5 million. Okay? You know what? She's helping the economy. People don't talk about that. But I have a theory about why this happened. Okay? Some people think this is just fucking up. She gets in trouble because she fucked up. That's why they say that. Other people might take sex because she's a woman. I have another theory, and I thought about this initially because I saw this post on my Reddit. Okay, Destiny has nice things to say about other people. A broad variety of hey, listen, I'm selling stuff, but you know, that's what I do with my markup, and I'm just trying to make some money here. I don't think Ludwig will get a lot of pushback. I could be wrong, but like, Ludwig is just so straightforward and so like great. I feel like Ludwig would get that much of a negative. I'm being glazed and used as an example here. Arguing defense, sex is not play, and it's just Pokey fucking up at time. But I think it's actually even more interesting than just simply fucking up. Okay? Because we look at some other things, maybe some more obvious things. For example, here, Pokimane answers the web's most searched question. Wired, autocomplete interview. You can see it didn't go very well. Alright? Like, she didn't say anything controversial. This has a lot of haters. Almost 6K downloads, okay? I did the same thing. I got 10 times more views on mine. I only got 1.6K downloads. And here's my theory. Pokey is really, really famous. You look how bad of a she has 9.3 million followers on her. I think outside of Ninja, she's probably the most famous streamer alive. I would argue more famous than XQC. She's not after the drama, but she definitely was, alright? And that's further backed up if you look at Google Trends. There was 1 week in the past 12 months where I've been more looked up or more famous than Pokey, and it was chess boxing. And then the week after chess boxing, things went back to where they were. She's really, really famous. And why does this matter, Ludwig? Why do you keep bringing up that she's famous? Because when you start content creating, the people who know about you are just the people who like you.
Some people fucked up, they're going to be the most charitable possible people. They'll be like, we get it, sometimes we fuck up, I'm like, it's okay. And then the more famous you get, new groups of people start to appear. Group number one, neutral people. The people who will only maybe something big, an event that you do, or maybe a bucky-wucky that you do. Easily sway people. The second group is haters. People just don't fuck. They don't like you. They don't like. Maybe they were neutral people who saw a clip and then don't like you and then further feel that feeling, or maybe they just hate you because you use terms like Riz and you're in your mid-20s. That's also possible. And when those two groups, right, the neutral and the hater group, massively outpower the group that likes you, any sort of controversy that might start will overwhelmingly through the echo chamber become like a fucking snowball and keep growing. So the reason that I know that if I was in the same position Koku is that it would get out of control, that group is so big. I'm not that fucking famous. There's not a lot of the neutral that if I make cookies that were in people's minds overpriced, they will get upset. They would be like, who the fuck is that? Like, who the shit? It wouldn't even hit their radar. Okay? I think a similar thing is happening right now. Now it's different. But you get what I'm saying? Alright, this is my running. Okay? Now you can infer perhaps why does she have such a large group of people who know about her and also hate her, and that is so much bigger than right there. I don't think it's just I think this is my theory, it's my running theory. What do you think about it? I think it's very smart and good. Anyway, I'm going back to I'm missing dinner time right now with my family. I hope you have a good day, and we'll see you later. Bye. That's just on easy I know. Okay, stop.
Has YouTube, has Google violated the law? What kind of law? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, for big tech companies, that's the scariest type of law. Ooh boy, are you a market-dominating force?
Bro, do you have ammo?
A lot of these companies wish they never had that designation.
38. What sort of ammo you need?
And it's an allegation that comes from some of the labs over at R.
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to preface this by saying r/YouTube is for discussion about YouTube. It is a fan sub, not run or owned by YouTube. It's one of the largest subreddits on the platform, and it's not run by YouTube, okay? So this post just got deleted by the actual moderators of the subreddit. So again, I wanted to look into it and see why. Because when I saw YouTube has started to artificially slow down video load time if you use Firefox, but if you use Chrome, magically, your problems don't exist. I noticed, man, this would be very, very serious for YouTube, for Google, if this is true. Because to understand, antitrust is basically the laws surrounding it basically are designed to prevent one company from getting too large. Now, last time we covered this, like 2 days ago, 2-3 days, I told you that Google Chromium is
Holy Wonder
browsers in the world, right? The engine itself, Chromium, is used by billions around. And it's not just Google Chrome. You're using Chromium if you use Brave browser, like me. If you're using Microsoft Edge. If you're using anything of that nature. There's very few cores that are on Chromium nowadays. And those are Firefox, as is mentioned here. I think Opera GX is a different core, but I love you guys over at Opera, but I can't use your browser because I'm a Linux user, and you guys treat me like I'm a second-class citizen, okay? But anyway, raise aside, this person, I want to see exactly what was going on here. Is YouTube or Google possibly violating antitrust laws? So then, another post that came from Firefox 3 days ago said, whenever I open a YouTube video, the new tab is extremely slow to load. How do I fix this? And so here they're noticing YouTube's loading up as background. Now, if you're ever loading up a video, you probably notice the skeleton loading up when the video pops in. That's again YouTube doing a billion things in the background to get the videos, the comments, the recommendations, everything all plugged into the skeleton, or I guess it's known as Polymer. So that video that was removed, I actually have right here for us to watch. So that Redditor whose post got removed, he has a video right here to watch, and as you can see, as they're currently loading up their video, you can see that things are slow.
I think we should keep moving.
This is 5 seconds it seems to be delayed. And then the video loads. Now this is allegedly on Firefox, and they go to the top right, and over here they claim that they are actually now loading in from Chrome. So now that they've done that, they're going to and lo and behold, after 5 seconds, they're actually loading the grab rate. There's a better example actually over here too that I pulled up from the Firefox subreddit as well. This is a user browsing Linus Tech Tips, and as they're loading in, you notice the page is taking literally seconds. So again, if we time it ourselves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 seconds. Then they go to the user agent and then what? As they load up the video now, alright, instant load. So that's one of the weirdest things to see. Obviously, this video is kind of getting to watch, because if they're slowing down their competition, that is not good. Any prosecutor is going to look into this and say, wow, you're deliberately harming your competition just so people get your browser instead of theirs. That, my friends, is a classic violation of antitrust, that is anti-consumer. That is what happens when you have a monopolistic system. And remember, Google right now is in the middle of one of its biggest antitrust trials right now. In fact, one of the biggest points that they're currently going through is how they actually want Apple to have a search field where basically as soon as you fire up an iPhone, you're like the de facto default browser in Safari, like you can Google no matter what as soon as you connect out of the box. So you can see that Apple has set Google as the default engine in Safari across the product for more than 20 years. Since the browser's very first launch in 2003, over the years, the deal has morphed into a revenue-sharing system that sees Google reportedly pay Apple more than $10 billion a year to remain the default. That money, or the fact that Google is the best search engine, or a combination of the two, depending on who you ask, has kept Apple from building its own search product.
Was there anyone still there when you were there?
Or allowing users to choose a browser when they set up their phone. Now, while you could switch to other search engines, even on Apple devices, like I think the Yahoo, DuckDuckGo, or even Bing, if you're that crazy, but even the DOJ argues in this situation that the DOJ switching is both difficult and irrelevant. People don't switch, they argue. That's why defaults are all that matters. Apple says it doesn't know whether people switch because it doesn't collect that information for privacy reasons. And while Google has been arguing that people can and do switch, evidence throughout the trial has shown that Google itself knows exactly how much default settings matter. And I can argue with the DOJ. Default settings, most people when they buy a device, they never deviate from defaults anyways. Most people that aren't tech savvy just use what is like located on their device, and it is the most easiest to use. Even if you put in an option that even if you give them the option to maybe in 3 or 4 taps, you know what I mean, switch a browser engine, most people probably won't, okay? It's kind of like the same people that if you sit them down and ask them, do you know what operating system your laptop runs on, Windows or Linux? Some people probably couldn't even answer that question. They just say, wow, that icon opens up the web browser, that icon loads up the game, and that icon that's knowledge goes, okay? But that's generally the idea here. That's what the argument is going. So again, being that Google has like Google, it would be unwise for Google to be leveraging those massive web assets and kind of harming the most popular browsing engine in the world. This would be very bad for YouTube and Google if the government started to exactly what I want to get down to. Is this a true situation? Because you're obviously causing them serious harm. Let's get to the bottom. So what is that for people that we're looking at? But right here, you'll notice, whoa, that is a lot of code. What am I supposed to do? This is confusing me. Again, ladies and gentlemen, let me deobfuscate exactly what that person was talking about. And if you look through this actual function right here, this is actually a version of the code, you will find out that it has to do a lot of it actually has something to do with add interruption right here. So you see it right now, add interrupting. Now, when they have set timeout, what that means is they're actually running a timeout, so they're artificially slowing down the process. Now, this isn't just me calling this specific function out. Other users, like Enderman, called out set timeout function resolve 5e3. So again, 5e3 in this is actually translated to 5,000 milliseconds, which is the timing that we use to calculate timeouts anyway. 5,000 milliseconds is 5,000. And that explains the videos we saw earlier, right? So in this, I actually wanted to try this for myself. I wanted to see if YouTube is deliciously slowing down the video for me. So in order to get down to the bottom of this, YouTube is technically violating the law by actually harming their competition for no reason. Yet we're going to look into this, okay? We're going to get to the actual factual situation. Now here I've got one of the channel opened up right here. We're not going to watch videos, but what I have is the Firefox web browser, okay? This is Firefox running underneath Windows right now. I wanted to get rid of Linux just so I can try to match a computer that generally most people will have. So inside over here, under Firefox, I'm going to open up, I'm back, and I'm so excited, Threadripper 7000. So I'm going to open this video up and... Oh, that is looking good. Chief, that is not looking good. Whoa! Did it crash? The cake just crashed on Now again, I'm going to open up Chrome as well. Now I'm going to load up Google's official default de facto browser. They wish everyone used this. I'm going to use this here. So I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to drop it here. I'm going to hit enter. And it loads. It loads just fine. Actually, you got the ad and everything. So in this case in time, I'm going to switch out the user agent to enable the photo. So I'm going to apply that. I'm going to run this, and it says user agent is set. Refresh, I'm just going to click on another video. Everything loads up just fine. And again, if I go back and change the user agent to regular Firefox, so Firefox right here, go back, apply the container, and I'm just going to click on another video. Everything loads up just fine. So aside from that first initial bump, that little issue that we saw, it doesn't seem like this is a real thing. Now granted, maybe it's a feature that's locked to certain browsers, maybe it's a testing thing, and that's why some people caught onto it and put some videos on the internet. At the end of the day, I really do believe that this isn't necessarily Google or YouTube deliberately trying to break the law by hurting their competition. I think there's a couple roads that you can take, and a lot of them are pretty harmless. For example, avenue number one probably is that there's some code that's been thrown in, and it's enabled for certain users, and it's not meant to be delivered. Obviously, I'm going to go down that route because I just tried doing this, and I didn't notice my Firefox experience being stopped. So I'm going to stick to that right now. Again, I wanted to do this myself, just so we can get a little bit of evidence on this. So just so we can get a first-hand account. The other reality of this situation is maybe YouTube is putting this in, obviously, as they're constantly running their war on ad blockers right now. There's probably a good chance that this exists for YouTube to inject maybe an ad that says, please disable ad blockers, right? Or get YouTube Premium or something of that nature. I don't think, in the middle of a massive antitrust lawsuit, that Google or YouTube are ready to start breaking laws, okay? Because if the code does what it does, and delivering on harming the experience of other browsers, this is going to be pissing off every lawyer that is currently working at Google right now. Because if this was true, the US DOJ could pull this out and bring it as a pretty solid example of antitrust. And I would imagine YouTube, or sorry, Google lawyers would have a pretty fucking hard time fighting this. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to see if they were actually deliberately harming their competition. First-hand accounts, they don't seem to be doing that. But from what it seems here, from some people's experiences, by using other browsers, they may unintentionally be clicking a script that was designed to stop ad blocks. If they are campaigning to fight ad blocks, okay? It seems like there are some stray bullets being sent out and harming the experience for some randos. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, honestly, I don't know what it's like being there at YouTube, or being there at Google right now. Especially YouTube, I think there's a lot of focus on trying to make the site as monetizable as possible. I think during the Susan Wojcicki days, it wasn't this wild, okay? But during the Neil days, it seems like that's where we're at. And this isn't the first time that Google's been accused. You know, they've been accused as far back as 2019 for allegedly deliberately slowing views on rival browsers that weren't Chrome, right? So again, you know, people who are switching to user agents, and again, user agents are literally just identifiers on the web that tell
Battery low.
what OS, what browser that you use. And this code is great because it detects a browser that's not Chrome and just starts deliberately slowing down. And that would
Charging battery.
Spread. This would be a serious legal issue for YouTube. So again,
yeah, now I need to whip it, and now I need to whip it.
This incredibly tiny VR headset weighs a fraction of the Valve Index, uses high-resolution micro OLED displays, and it ships with a face cushion that manufacturers big screen ink creates specifically for you using a 3D scan of your face. And the problem is that it's not an enterprise product that costs only $500 upfront plus an annual subscription.
Holy shit!
What?
Yo, come over here now, yo. Look what I just fucking found. Holy shit.
The reason that I am finally excited to talk about PC VR again. I have a lot of thoughts to share on this one, but the Big Screen Beyond is a legitimate...
Yo, bro, you wanna go pump in a car?
And don't tell me you're not.
Yep, I want them.
If you want to just let me know, because I'll bring it over to you.
Yeah, no, I just gotta figure out how to get over to you.
This holiday season. Check out the link below and get
I got you. I got you. Fuck, I need the pump. Where's the pump? That. I got you.
incredibly small and low.
I'm coming.
Yo, Scrappy, start coming over to me.
I am, but I'm not going through the village.
See, most modern headsets stick so far out that they end up this incredibly tiny VR headset that costs $3,500 upfront plus an annual subscription, like the Vario VR3. Not cheap either, coming in around the cost of a PSVR 2 and a Valve Index combined. But on the other hand, it's also the reason that I am finally excited to talk about PC VR again. I have a lot of
Where you going?
But the Big Screen Beyond is a legitimately
Back up.
next-gen VR headset, guys, so don't tell me you're not here for it. And don't tell me you're not here for our sponsor.
Scrappy, today's your lucky day.
30% off through December 20th. The very first thing you'll notice going to be on
Where we going?
is how incredibly small.
Where we going back to?
I had buried treasure, so this is what you get from buried treasure. You get like scars, chug jugs and shit. It's over here if you want like something. There's not really nothing. Like that's the best loot that's in the game right now.
Bro, I played
so
this game
far out
back
that they end up feeling less like a pair of goggles and more like a monitor.
Bolivio's behind this mountain. Oh yeah, we gotta keep going down. This is where I killed a lot of people. I saw it right there. The loot's right down here, I think. No, it's up there. Right where that big pot's marked, that's where all the loot is. And there's a rift right next to it.
It is a
See? If you get this buried treasure right here, that's how you get like these guns, the gold ones and shit. You get you get a map, and then you follow the map, and then you open that, and then it should give you either purple, or gold shit. And it's fun. Take the rift, and instantly pull out your glider, cause we need to go towards Tilted-ish. Take the rift, Scrappy.
Tilted Towers back in the game.
Scrappy, take the rift. And then start going towards Tilted Towers.
Are we going
What
into
the fuck?
Tilted?
There's a ladybug here.
I haven't been to Tilted.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna push those shots.
Contributed to significant weight savings, but it also ends up being one of the Hydromet's greatest weaknesses.
There we are.
And that for anyone with a family or even an SO, this expensive investment will at best be mildly uncomfortable for and that's even if depending on what additional space cushions once those
Fuck! I shouldn't have pushed. No, bro.
Get the incredible contrast of OLED with blacks going from, kind of gray to actually black. But
Scrappy, it's all good. That's my fault. I shouldn't have pushed. I didn't know there was that many of them.
more than a PXPR2. But when you do the math, it is over 50% more pixels. It looks way better. Come on, screen door effect. For real, guys. This is the first headset that I've used that makes even the high quality assets in game.
And I forgot to go fucking screenshot. Wait, did I?
Low res. It's kind of
Okay, could've did. Let's just take screenshots of what I loot that I found. Scrappy, I had a chug jug over there if you wanted to run and get it. And I know damn well they took my shit. Motherfuckers took my shit. Yep, you hear that? That's the shotgun of my shotgun. Motherfucker. Can I run under the... So break that wall right there. Yeah, go down there, go down there.
Increase the brightness to about 200 nits in their driving utility, but zero light into the headset.
Let's kill Scrappy. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Time to get sweaty here and
The fuck is on?
because of the bandwidth limitations of DisplayPort 1.4, the Beyond can run either at 75 Hz at its native resolution, DSC or display stream compression, or it can run at 9 Hz at 1920 by 1920 using DSC once again, but also using big screen performance and lockstep compression that gets up or back to native once it passes through the optical cable back to the headset. And this has been a significant source of controversy in the lead up to the Xbox product. But after I have it in my hand, I gotta say, guys, I really do think the whole thing is ending and working. It is true. Desktop or watching movies, I would go to the trouble of adjusting the refresh rate and driver. You need me for survival. I found that any difference don't make me your rival. I'm vital. I'm everyone's idol. Big Screen has their own workaround. Base suggests manually setting render resolution to 3600 by 3600, so you're effectively using super sampling to overcome this, but they also recommend an RTX 4080 or greater for this technique, so bottom line, if a future headset comes along that supports DisplayPort 2.0, you don't need these compression tricks, then I'm never going to say no to a visual fidelity boost, but for now, that doesn't exist, and this trade-off is one that I would though even characterizing it as a trade-off feels a little unfair to Beyond. This is the kind of output where every game you play feels new.
Where's my teammates at?
I found myself once again marveling at the fun, beautiful environment, taking joy in the sheer immersiveness of the experience. I'm going to call Swamp Eyes was less noticeable when I was already kind of damp all over anyway, and more noticeable when I wasn't anything. For example, I was sitting on the couch watching Cannibal, giant theater environment, big screen Steam, and as amazing as it looked, the 4K copy that I ripped from Blu-ray, by the way, the all-streaming feature, that sucked for experiences like this. After 20 minutes or so, I felt like they needed to air the headset out. Big Screen apparently does have plans for a future clock cushion, but personally, I don't stick with this one. Oh, did I mention yet that I'm sticking with Beyond? I am, but it actually wasn't as simple a decision as I made it sound like so far. The thing is, as much as I talk about watching movies or playing Alex or whatever, the only thing I regularly do is pizza, and the difference between 90 Hz and the 144 Hz of the index is pretty significant at a but after some more discussion, however, I feel that the reduced motion rate is good, along with the better overall image quality. Another thing I do from time to time, though, is stream, and I gotta tell you guys, whatever Valve did with the onboard audio system on the index is the kind of science that is so advanced that it is indiscernible from magic, because these near-field speakers are perfect for listening to music and filtering them often with you were asking what the heck am I doing and why my voice sounds so. Thankfully, the mic on the Beyond seems to be making the same kind of magic, and if the upcoming audio track is as good, that eventually resolves both my issue with people writing my headphones and my issue with the However, there's one more thing that cannot be overcome with the future update, and it's this kind of lens flare effect that glues out of the As my understanding goes, this is a side effect of the extraordinarily thin and light pancake lens assembly that this screen is using. There are lenses, but this blur flare is a major and distracting drawback. Here's the thing. I remember buying my first iPhone for $295, 19 inches, 1600 by 1200, 85 hertz glory. And I know what you guys are thinking. Here we go with this program. Okay, stick with me, okay? My point is, that monitor used a technology called aperture growth. The complaint about aperture growth displays was that you could actually see two fine wires running across the screen like a full relative to the vertical wire system. And I was on the very good phone, so I fired up on the flares are as forgettable as my gun. I thought the game relatively stable or Half-Life Alyx, it stopped bothering me altogether. But that wasn't the case all the time. While playing Lucky detail, for example, which is a bright beam that puts the user in a fixed position where they look around a lot. Contrast in these glarians, as I take to call them. And I felt the same way using the video. I do appreciate a lot of the transparency and product education that these things are on their product page, especially with respect to the compression that they're doing on the image. But these blur flares are conspicuously absent from the literature, and it's something that I think they should be reading head on in order to ensure that would-be buyers understand why this is great. Because now that I do, I'm okay with it. There's just so much to love here. For example, I really appreciate the fact that it's USB powered rather than requiring a wall plug. It makes it so much easier to pick it up if you want to do that. And while their no-frills approach means no frills, processing and operational express, no phase factor like the PSVR2, no! But believe it or not, that's actually something I like about their design philosophy. They did with a smaller,
Jesus
lighter,
Christ.
more immersive VR headset, a true upgrade for people like me who already wired up their living rooms and tracking base stations and don't want the compromises of inside-out tracking. It did result in some questionable choices, like, for example, the inability to pop out of VR and talk to someone. I'm supposed to put this thing. And not to mention the inability to share your headset, like I mentioned before. The Beyond is yours, and yours alone. But then, come to think of it, that's probably fine given what I know you people are using this thing for. So why do you have one? What do you think I'm doing with the other hand? Just don't use this signal.
Corsair! Are you looking to build a PC but don't know the difference between a 12-pin and a bowling pin? Or maybe you just want to reduce clutter with one standardized cable connecting everything.
Is this the nothing watch?
So yeah, this smartwatch is $69. But the version I did, is it though? Is it really that nice? Is it that good? I thought we should define good first. Because going in, I was thinking, just the fact that you can get a fully functioning smartwatch for $69 in 2023, just that by itself on its face, is kind of amazing. We live in a world where you can easily spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a smartwatch. But clearly there's a wide spectrum of what these things can be capable of. So this one, just the simple stuff. Right, just the basics, the time, notifications, step counter, heart rate, calorie counter, sleep tracking, just on its face, that's good enough for 95% of people. Right? Well, let's just start with the basics here. This is a Square smartwatch. It's got this orange silicone band that comes in the box, and it feels surprisingly similar to any other smartwatch band. And then it's got a 1.96-inch diagonal display. The color is metallic gray, but the material here is definitely not nearly as metallic. It does say aluminum alloy on their site, but if you didn't tell me that, just holding it, I would swear this is 100% made of plastic on the outside. But, you know, at least it's coated in a sort of a matte finish on the back part that's touching the wrist, around the heart rate sensors, and then there's some engravings with a bunch of text in a nothing font, like the model number and the headquarters location, which happens to be Cheapside, London. Honestly, it doesn't look or feel terrible, but just, it clearly has all the obvious shortcuts of a cheap product the more you look closely. That was like it, and also, all the way around, there is no rotate dial, just a single, shallow, cheap feeling button right above the small speaker. The magnetizer to the back, which in hindsight, I guess is just as convenient as a fancy plug, but, you know, a little less elegant looking. But I guess the key here is all of it works, and it's solid. Like, the brightness outside, it gets up to 600 nits. There's no auto brightness though, so you gotta change brightness manually like this. But hey, at its max, it's very good indoors at least. And the whole thing is IP68 water and pressure system. First of all, great if you want to go out and sweat it out, but also, if there are a long period of time where one of us and nothing products
didn't get that certified, it doesn't cost too much extra. But all the CMF Watch has. But then it all works with the CMF Watch app on your phone, which is where all the data gets sent to you. So honestly, there's not too many different clever ways to design your watch UI. So if you get a smartwatch, if you've used one before, you'll basically already know how to use this one. So watch face is your starting point, and then you can swipe through fitness data, which looks surprisingly like Apple Watch rings. It's got your heart rate history for the past 24 hours. The weather is there in that simple dot matrix way, plus sleep time if you track sleep. Then a simple press on that fast filling button will take you to your app list, which you can view as a grid or as a list. And then there's a good amount of apps in here that just come on the watch. So an exercise app that has a ton of different exercises, the blood oxygen app, which gives you your measurements whenever you want. You've also got a phone call app, and yes, you can receive phone calls on the watch, and that tinny little speaker will crank out audio as loud as it can to facilitate a real conversation. There's also a music app, which gives you just music controls for whenever something is playing on your phone. There's even a camera mode app, which it doesn't actually open the camera app on my phone or show a viewfinder preview, but when I do have the camera app open, the shutter button does actually work. So there's that. There's even a voice assistant app, which if you open it, basically just opens Google Assistant on your phone and then uses the mics and speakers on the watch to interact with it. Find My Phone app is hilarious though. It only works when the CMF app is open or running on the phone, so if you just close the app, it will just ask you to open the app if you don't have the phone. But when you do actually open it, so it plays this max volume, bringing sound, which will allow you on the phone, which is pretty cool. So honestly, and I will say the UI on the watch itself feels like it's moving around pretty quickly and not too much waiting time to actually open or switch between these apps. Mostly because they're very lightweight. Like this thing is basically just a Bluetooth accessory pinging little controls on your phone. And then it's got watch faces. And the watch faces have a nice little variety. I think this one's probably my favorite with the orange theme and a second hand moving slowly in a full circle down here. I feel like I'm pretty impressed. It's also very lightweight. Not that people always value lightweight in watches, but in this price range, you're probably need a plastic, so you might as well lean into it, and this thing is super light, kind of out of the way. And then, because it's a Bluetooth accessory, a pretty generic one, you can use this actually with basically any Android phone. So you just grab the Play Store app, which has a 3.1 stars, and it does have some connection issues occasionally for me, but even that sort of availability, at least, on any Android phone is better than and it gives me all the basic info I'm looking for, from heart rate history to workout summaries. Honestly, it's not so bad when it's working. So I'm also able to do sleep tracking, since that only really requires the heart rate sensors, but I also continue to get that info from the sensors that are actually connected to the mattress cover I use. At this point, I'm sure you've heard of 8 Sleep and the pod mattress cover that, warms up and cools down each side of the bed independently, automatically. So that thing not only helps you sleep better by automatically changing the temperature, but then it also monitors how you sleep. It's got the sensors inside and then delivers a report for you. So you just open the app every morning, you get this personalized report that shows you things like your heart rate variance, respiratory rate, how your sleep stages panned out overnight. So I think I'm officially done wearing any wearables to sleep for any sleep tracking data. It's not at all. Now, I've actually talked about them before, and I saw a lot of comments about 8 Sleep, and so I chatted with 8 Sleep about them, and was able to get them to offer a little bit more functionality to people who are new, like first time signing up. So they'll actually, now, no matter what your membership level, they'll give you a free sleep report every 6 weeks, or it's not behind any sort of paper. So thanks to 8 Sleep for sponsoring this video, and I'm happy to report that they're also offering you guys the largest discount that they ever have. So if you want to check it out, feel free to check out the link in the description and use code MKBHD. So now that I'm not wearing it to sleep, I am able to charge the CMF watch every night. Like I said, it's got this little magnetic phone charger. Technically not as pretty as those fancy wireless charging pucks, but honestly pretty close. And the battery life, I've realized, is really, really good because of how simple it is. Again, just a Bluetooth accessory, not a ton of processing power needed. On their site, they're claiming like 13 days of regular use. I don't know if I'm going to get that, but I was able to get 3 straight days easy, no problem. And I'm sure you could probably use power saver mode and get even more if you wanted to. So it's got better battery life than an Apple Watch. But really, the main thing that I learned when testing this watch is it turns out this is actually a pretty expensive watch in its segment. $69 is on the premium end for a very basic smartwatch. It's actually pretty common for the cheapest, most basic smartwatches to be $20 to $50 range. And you know, at that point, they're all more or less the same product. They're all a simple plastic accessory with some slightly different designs. So this, the CMF Watch Pro, is a slightly better package, slightly better design, slightly better looking version for a slight upcharge. Kind of the same way Nothing is probably charging a little bit more than you would expect for a phone with the same specs, just because of the design and the nice stuff they do with it. That's what this is. After Nothing is Nothing's ultra budget sub brand, and they actually do some other stuff like earphones, chargers, same deal, extremely cheap products, but just marked up a little bit for nice packaging and nice design. So here, I'll leave you with this. CMF in the industry stands for Color Material Finish. It's the name of the company, but it's also what those letters stand for. And the CMF of this smartwatch is very much still silverish, fingerprinty, technically metal that feels kind of plasticky. But if you squint it, the score kind of looks like an Apple Watch. And if that's your comparison point, then this thing is a total bonus. So I think that was what the real goal was. Yeah, if you want to get one of these things, you can. It is maybe a little more challenging to get it in the US, so maybe if you import it, it's kind of $4 than competing with other smartwatches, but it's an option. But now you know the more you know. Thanks for watching. Get you guys in the next one. Peace.
I've got good news and bad news. I don't care which one you want first because I've already made the decision for you. I know the optimal order is always good before the bad. So big group hug in the shower tonight. Let's hold hands and enter the smile zone together. One of the most annoying and degenerate pranksters the internet has spawned in recent memory has just been sentenced to 18 weeks in jail. His name is Mizzy, and for about a month he rose to internet infamy by doing some outrageously awful pranks. Basically, he'd just commit crimes and laugh about them while filming it, or he'd just make everyone laugh and miserable. Just this plague of agony that swept through his local community to make everything a bit worse. I won't go through his entire resume of cringe, I'll just go ahead and give you some of his most embarrassing garbage, although in his eyes, these are his greatest hits. So, the big one that made him pop off online is when him and his friends would walk into random people's houses to just frighten them, literally just kind of... Then there was this one where he stole a woman's dog at the park and ran away with the dog. And then, of course, who could forget the timeless classics, his iconic series here, where he would go up to strangers and ask them if they want to die. Even the equally pathetic friends would occasionally put on ski masks and run up on strangers, ambushing them, trying to block their way, asking them if they want to die or them. So, overall, pretty high quality, harmless, gut-busting comedy here. From one of the most brain-rotted, clout-poisoned, delusional, attention-starved worms TikTok has ever seen. Mizzy was basically getting his name out there for about a month, with a lot of people dunking on him, clowning on him, roasting him. He didn't really have fans, except for like 7 or 8-year-olds that just liked the idea of being good. But outside of that, it was everyone collectively just spitting on him. And then he landed an interview on a major television network where he made an absolute fucking fool of himself, and pretty much overnight, like a fart into the wind, his online presence vanished. Well, kind of. Everyone who figured out the garland this vampire was every that Turbo Loser has being ignored, not getting attention. Collectively, most people just stopped paying attention. It was just this little nuisance that would buzz around, occasionally pester people, and they just kind of disregarded it. No one was talking about it anymore. It took away all of his power, like Voldemort's name. Like, no one cared anymore about how many times Mizzy would do something that would get himself arrested. They'd just be like, okay, it's like pee into a public pool. You expect it, and it's gross, sure. At the end of the day, out of sight, out of mind, you move on pretty quickly. So Mizzy stopped getting attention, and after this month of infamy, everyone forgot about him. But you know who didn't? The law. You see, Mizzy this entire time has still been striving to reclaim that former reward that he considers a success, but really it's anything but. What he believes is his career would be anyone else's unimaginable shame. He lives in such a distorted reality that he believes everyone shitting on him is a good thing. For him, people just knowing his name is a W. That's a big fucking victory royale right there. Whereas the only reason people know his name is because everyone dislikes him. Like his whole existence is to be disliked by people, and he is proud of it. That is a nightmarish way of living in this fucking world. I can't it's whatever, it's his life, I suppose. If he wants to ruin it, by all means. So anyway, that brings us to today, where he is now been sentenced to 18 weeks in jail. He went to trial last month and he was found guilty on 2 charges of and this court order is actually the most lenient shit imaginable. Basically, it asked him to stop filming people without their consent and posting it online. But this guy is an addict. Like, he can't stop scratching his fucking neck to violate people's privacy, harass them, and then post it online for his content. He just had this inability to stop himself from being an insufferable asshole. This was the easiest court order ever issued. It was basically a don't be a douchebag order, and he failed. So now he's got 18 weeks detention in a young offender institution, and the judge told him, "Quit bluntly, your pranks are not fun," which I think is a beautiful thing to say from the judge. Just scathing right to his face, cutting right to the core, just like, hey, listen, just to be honest, you suck. Like, I need you to understand me here. You're trash. Like, you're actual ass. Your pranks are horrible. I don't know how you sleep at night. You're bad. Like, I think that is just so beautiful in how frank he is with that. So then he said that the 19-year-old's pranks were motivated by a desire to be famous and to receive money and designer clothes from sponsors, which is something Mizzy himself said, which is pathetic, really just sad. And then the judge continues, "Your actions cause innocent members of the public significant harm and distress. He claimed on national television that the law was weak, and now 18 weeks in the slammer for it all." I will say, I wish they had went a little bit harder here. This is someone who has shown no remorse over any of this, and after he gets out, I have no doubt he's going right back to this behavior. I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever. I made a video 5 months ago going over just how little he gives a fuck about any punishment that might come his way. He's not going to let it stop him from just being a complete bag of loser. So even though his team is in this detention facility, he's not going to stop this. This is all he seems to want to do with his life, is make everyone else's life more miserable and film it. So I don't think anything's going to change in the time that he'll spend away from society. I think he will come back and be just as annoying and degenerate as possible. That's my bold prediction on it, but no matter what, it is still good news though that he's finally receiving some kind of actual consequences for these actions. I think that is good news. That's something to make you smile. Now I'd like to give you some bad news. Colleen Ballinger is back. Colleen Ballinger made another apology video. This time, there's no music to it.
Hello everybody. Sorry I've been gone for so long. I've really missed you. Really embarrassing, to say the least. Being accused of some pretty awful things that I just have, and I should have handled that situation with maturity and empathy, but instead I just let my ego take over, and I'm really disappointed in myself.
Now, it's been quite a few months since this whole thing happened. Colleen Ballinger and communicating very inappropriately with underage fans, talking about some really weird stuff with them, a lot of very not good things going on, group chats with them. I'm not just going to go over the entire situation. I covered it back then. Tons of people did. But what ended up happening is, after all of these accusations came to light, she responded with a ukulele musical number that I think she was striving for a Grammy, which unfortunately she wasn't nominated for. She made a song, a real song to make you wiggle your finger to, called The Toxic Gossip Train, where she she didn't address anything really, or like disprove any of the claims or defend herself. She just made a song. So this is now quite a few months later. She's now coming out and saying that that whole thing was embarrassing and that she regrets the way she handled it, should have handled it with maturity. And I'm gonna say, you should never regret writing the toxic gossip train. That song took the Billboard charts by storm. You made a buck. Like, what you should be apologizing for is what you've actually been accused of, and actually try and talk about that instead, as opposed to your ukulele. That's not the saying that needs to be addressed. Yeah, the ukulele song was a bafflingly cringe decision to do that. But the real thing here, is about all the accusations of the way that you communicated with minors over the years, and the group chats, and like the sexual conversations you had with them about really awful, very weird things. That's what you need to actually talk about.
Over the last 15 years, there have been moments when I was and because of that behavior, people got hurt. And I am so sorry. I never wanted to hurt anybody, but it's clear that I did, and I feel so terrible about that. I also feel like there's probably people who are disappointed, who feel abandoned by me because of my silence over the last few months. And I'm so sorry about that. Well,
And this is just missing the mark, in my opinion. You're just giving a very vague response to a very specific set of awful allegations. Like, deliberately blanket, I went too far in my comedy, made some mistakes, hurt people, I'm sorry. You're not really doing anything. Is that trying to move on as quickly as possible and just like the barricade here is enough for an audience to stick with you. After she posted 12 vlogs, she's now posted an additional, I think, 3 or 4 videos since now. She's doing daily posting again. So to me, this all just seems like, oh, it's fine. I'll just reluctantly say, I'm sorry. Hopefully an audience will stick around for a little bit, and I'm just going to start bombarding it with a ton of content to flood the rest of this out so that way people can just forget about it. That to me is what this comes across as. The accusations that have been made against her, as well as a lot of the things that have been brought to the public eye, are like, it's not something that you just, like, you know, wipe away with a statement like, it was just comedy, that was too far. Because, like, it doesn't seem like there was anything comedic about it, or even, like, supposed to be comedic about some of the things that come out. It's just, like, pretty deplorable. Like, I feel like it warrants more of a direct tackling of what has been discussed and talked about. You know, like, just a more thorough explanation, I think, is necessary for the victims that have been affected by what you've done. This just seems very, like, I don't know the right word, but it seems very disingenuous and sincere, perhaps, where it's just trying to do as little as possible so you can continue to try and have your Colleen Vlogs channel be daily vlogs and have an audience.
So I do everything that I can to make sure that I back to the arms. I don't expect to change the way of this video. I just want to come on here and say that I'm sorry, and I wanted to try to show people that it's possible for someone to learn and learn, and so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to vlog again.
I'll put out a little section of video there where she was talking about how, first and foremost, she's a mother, and explaining why she hasn't spoken on this. And then eventually, she talks about how she doesn't expect to change anyone's mind, but she hopes that she can try and prove that make up for past mistakes and come forward and vlog. So then she transitioned this apology into a vlog. I think it's a really weird decision to make. I don't know why you wouldn't make this into videos. I mean, maybe because it's 3 minutes long and it's not specific, and it still doesn't even directly talk about any of the accusations, just tiptoes around all of it. It really feels like the apology is more of like an avoidance thing, where she can just loosely talk around the subject and show that she's sorry for it without ever needing to explain.
Woo! Whoa, boys! Whoa! We got the Victory Royale out there!
And hope the audience is receptive to it and will stick around to watch it longer. And her gamble paid off. She was right. She knew her audience. If you read the comments, it's nothing but overwhelming support for her, and the views on her blog are great. So, yeah, I'm still a bit stunned by the comments here. A lot of them are saying, this is what you should have said to begin with. We forgive you now. Now we understand. It's all good. What the fuck? She still didn't say anything. Didn't even watch the video. She still said nothing. It's like, the second she said, I'm sorry, everything else went out the window and she never even existed. She is still not anything about any of the actual accusations or anything about it. She just loosely said, ooh, those folks didn't land. Bit of a mistake, and I know people got hurt. Sorry. But, I mean, I guess she doesn't need to feel that she, I suppose, continue to do just fine here without sort of actually talking about all of these things. I really don't think that you can write off a lot of what's come out about the way she behaved around that. Hello everyone, this is Roy.
French dollars.
Oh my
A 6.7 magnitude earthquake interrupted this couple's wedding. A polar bear found someone's dog and started petting it. Eventually, the polar bear walked away and the dog wasn't harmed. She was lucky enough to get a new iPhone for her birthday.
People. What is that? You're kidding me. Oh my god. She's had it 10 seconds. Madison, you have to be careful.
So apparently, if you surround a French bulldog with tape, they will think they are stuck and won't move.
Oh, he's looking. Oh gosh, come on. Come on.
Oh my god. Kai, come on.
Come here.
Wow. Wow.
Have I got over this? Oh, today's walls. Oh my god. What?
I think these cats lied on their resume.
All the light.
One of you get him. He's cleaning himself. The little baby is cleaning himself. And are you? Well, now.
I just found out that gasoline delivery service is a thing. If you don't want to go to the gas station anymore, there are people that will deliver it straight to your home. I have never seen someone get so jealous before. That is the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Eugenia has been a streamer for years and has a huge following, but only recently has she come to TikTok. And apparently she's using her ED for views, but tells her audience that she's just naturally skinny and doesn't have deteriorating health. Well, TikTok keeps banning her and she's freaking out over it, so let's investigate. Is Jeffree Star finally over hanging out with Eugenia Cooney? People have been claiming she's been a dip for a long time due to her ED literally affecting her brain, but now there's speculation that she knows exactly what she's doing and she's doing it for the views. Now, I don't just mean profiting off her ED and all the other horrors she's been exposed to. I'm also talking about her literally flashing her audience multiple times and pretending that she doesn't know what she's doing. Well, she accidentally flashed people on a live stream with Jeffree Star recently, and Jeffree was not having a bar of it.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
In the comments of this leaked TikTok, people were going off, saying like that she knows what she's doing to rake in the views. She does it intentionally. She's been like this way forever and makes thousands of dollars making content. It's intentional. Like I've been saying, she's a grown woman who knows exactly what she's doing. Anyone that calls her out on her flashing on every stream gets called. Eva responded, well, she did it at least 3 times last night, not to mention that we have no choice but to see down her shirt and her bra every 30 seconds. Now, Eugenia Cooney's TikTok has been banned an insane amount of times. It keeps getting banned, but she keeps getting the account back, and people are saying that TikTok at this point is Eugenia Cooney's biggest enabler. People have been mass reporting her account in hopes for her to get the help that she needs, but it's not working as she's able to get her account back literally within 24 hours. She does live with an enabler as well, her mother, which doesn't help. Like, she's 29, living at home with her mom, and she acts like a teenager. At this point, it seems like money is the only reason that she's still allowed to be on TikTok, because she's getting banned for valid reasons. Her mum, Deb, went to Jeffree's ranch with her, but stayed in a hotel or at least out of sight to keep an eye on her. So her mum is supervising her, but it seems like for ulterior reasons, because her mum treats her like a baby, and that's why she's a full-grown adult, still living at home with her mum and acting like a teenager. And her mum is certainly not supervising her for health reasons, because if that was the case, Eugenia would be getting the help she needs at the moment. But as we've seen on literal live stream, her mother enables her and doesn't give 2 F's about her health.
How is your mom okay watching you both away? She's not. My mom lives with me. She knows that I'm fine. I know she is. She takes good care of herself. Exactly. See? Exactly. She seems to be skinny bitty, but she does. Exactly. We're all different. Exactly.
Now, when Eugenia was banned recently for flashing, she took to TikTok where she got her account back and she started to cry on live.
You guys that are reporting, I understand. I know I put it up more. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I'm not saying you guys are even in the wrong, it's like I'm in the wrong with that. But like, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm still, I don't know what to do, because I don't know what's gonna happen after this.
She's also gone off and cried on live stream when she was accused of wearing a diaper, which is just so freaking weird. And people have obviously seen this diaper because she flashes intentionally, apparently.
Don't flash if you don't want people talking about your diaper. No, wearing a diaper, you guys are so annoying. I don't know why it's so annoying with you guys. You guys are so annoying. Seriously, I'm not wearing a diaper. Shut up. You guys are so stupid, like seriously. Oh no. Well, maybe I'm just the stupidest thing out there. You guys are so stupid, I'm not wearing a diaper. Everyone's just like the stupidest thing ever.
Hello and welcome to one of the most recognisable venues in world football, the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu here in Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It's Real Madrid facing Manchester City.
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got 2 good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
As we can see on social media, this keeps
Given away by City. Vinicius Junior. A return to Benzema. Modric. Tremendously strong in the tackle. And the starting players for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is the keeper of choice. David Alaba plays with Carvajal in the fullback positions. Federico Valverde plays with Vinicius Junior in the wide areas. And operating through the middle in attack today, Erling Haaland! And a goal! And the threat of relegation continues to loom large.
Well, that's a major blow to them. Can they now respond and get the goal which will keep them safe?
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Modric. Here's Carvajal. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Excellent use of advantage from the referee in City's favour. Well, visionary passing. Oh, a goal! And that certainly hurts their push to avoid relegation.
Well, they're making it hard for themselves. They need to show a massive improvement here. Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And this is Haaland at his very best. He's composed, he shows great technique, and he just smashes it beyond the keeper.
So underway once more, 2-0 the lead here. Oh, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. And Bernardo Silva has it.
And also, after she accidentally flashes, she gets huge donations. And donations is how she makes her living. So she's not dumb. She's not oblivious. She knows exactly what she's doing. Recently, she flashed
on the ball, Rudiger.
Instagram story, and she was wearing a cute outfit, a dress or something apparently.
Carvajal.
She angled the phone in her way so that it clearly
Aurélien Tchouaméni.
She also acts really mature online all the time.
Tchouaméni.
Just catering to her fan base.
Karim Benzema.
People are literally saying her past deteriorated.
That really would have changed the equation had it gone in, Stuart.
Well, he needed to score there. That may just have given them some hope.
Popping randomly to the point where it looks like she's literally going to pass out. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this drama? Let me know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.
And a chance for him on the flank. The referee has decided to give the free kick decision the way of City. Ake, a bit wasteful from City. David Alaba. This is Kroos. Tchouaméni. Modric. And Valverde. And return to Modric. Keeping the opposition at bay with that splendid challenge. Couldn't hang on to it again. Haaland. Haaland. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Danger here as he runs at them, but quick thinking defensively.
Well, there you can see City haven't been able to control possession, but what they've done with it has been really good, and they'll be happy with the way the game is being played at the moment. They love to play on the counter-attack.
And having to soak up a bit of pressure again here. Carvajal. Rudiger has it. Here's Carvajal. Rudiger. Karim Benzema. Well, the fans really want him to shoot. Oh, that goes down as a wonderful save. But now it grinds to a halt because the flag has been raised. And given away. Oh, he's gone for goal. The crossbar got in the way. Well, nothing untoward happened. And intercepted there. Could reduce the deficit. Well, it really wasn't a great effort, was it? Well, approaching the half-time interval, and the first half Real Madrid really would like to forget all about based on the scoreline. Stuart, your impressions?
Oh, can he finish it, Derek?
On the cusp of making it a hat-trick here.
Well, his finishing has been so good today, so that was a chance for the hat-trick, but I'm sure he'll get another one before too long.
Modric. Karim Benzema. Giving it a try. Terrific save. And fired over by Kroos. Rodri. On to Haaland. So 1 minute of stoppage time. That's what the officials have said. Happy to take on the shot. Nicely saved. Let's see about the delivery. And the first half is in the history books here at the Bernabeu. Well, we know what Erling Haaland is capable of, but it's still difficult trying to contain him, as the opposition have found out here.
Well, you won't see too many better performances than this. He's been an absolute menace to these defenders today, and of course he's taken his goals really well.
I got drinks. I don't believe in taking a swim, but I like getting laid, so you don't believe in that? Her birds, not real.
And off and running again. It really was spellbinding what we saw from City in the first half. So let's see how the second 45 plays out. Well, they've given him too much space. He could pick out a teammate. Under no real pressure as he brought the ball down. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Well, not to be in terms of the counter-attack. De Bruyne. Will he find the net? Can't miss, surely. And the keeper diving to thwart him. Over it comes. Any goalkeeper would accept corner kick deliveries like that every day. Eder Militao. Vinicius Junior. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count, but a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Can they take advantage of the situation? Oh, he's through here. A goal!
I don't know why I keep switching to the wrong piece.
Everyone, pizza this too. Steve, you're engaged? What the fuck?